Ọ̀tẹ̀kùn tó mi kọ́ fún yìí mo tún ti dé bí ṣe ń dé o. Ẹ ti mọ̀ mí tẹ́lẹ̀ pa àkàndé ṣì ní ìlú àkàndé tí bá ti dé. Orí ọlọ́gbọ́n ni màá mú wá. Èdè tó jẹ́ tí gbèsè àtòrin tó fà kíkì. Ètí mo mú àyè o torí Yorùbá nation máa ní. Bàbá mi lórí sọ fún yín gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá. Oníkẹjẹ́ ká pàwọ́ pọ̀ ká fi mọ̀ ṣọ̀kan. Chief Igboho Sunday ọmọ májà sọlá o bàbá àgbà mi òòṣà tẹ bá ti ń pe Sunday kẹ dákun kẹ máa fòṣà sí ìtí mo fẹ́ ṣe láti Nàìjíríà gbogbo fásitì tó fi dé Amẹ́ríkà tó fi dé London tó fi dé Kenya tó fi dé Libya pátá tó fi dé South Africa wọ Dubai Yorùbá nation yìí ó ṣe kókó ó ṣì mẹ́ o ẹ jẹ́ ká tẹ̀lé Sunday o. Káfí mọ̀ṣọ̀ kan kágbé sókè o, káfí mọ̀ṣọ̀ kan kágbé sókè o, Yorùbá nation ti wà sáni. Káfí mọ̀ṣọ̀ kan kágbé sókè. Yorùbá nation yìí ti wà sáni o, káfí mọ̀ṣọ̀ kan kágbé sókè. Ṣìlẹ̀ káfí mọ̀ṣọ̀ kan kágbé sókè o, káfí mọ̀ṣọ̀ kan kágbé sókè. Yorùbá nation ti wà sáyà. Káfí mọ̀ṣọ̀ kan kágbé sókè. Yorùbá nation ti wà sáyà. Káfí mọ̀ṣọ̀ kan kágbé sókè. Yorùbá nation ti wà sáyà. Káfí mọ̀ṣọ̀ kan kágbé sókè. Ìgbòho máa lọ sọ báyìí o. Onípa àpapọ̀ ọmọ Yorùbá o. Sílẹ̀ àkàndé sí mi ò nílé lóko pẹ̀rẹ̀ ìlójú. Ó ní ká láti sílẹ̀ ká máa gbọ́. Ká láti sílẹ̀ ká gbọ́ dáadáa. Ó ní ìtọ́ fún alẹ́ rú tó.
Mo kí gbogbo wa pé ẹ káalẹ́ as we just have some conversation. It's been a very busy day as usual. Adúpẹ́ f'Ọlọ́run as we continue our campaign and our education and everything we need to know when it comes to the movement.
Onílẹ̀ bàbá wa sílẹ̀ àkàndé sí mi ò ká sọ yí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá o. Ibà àgbèjì ìyá Ìgbòho Sunday ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Májà sọ́lá ṣe Sunday ní bàbá o. Ló ní pé
Èní ni Tuesday, 18th of October 2022, aago almost 11 p.m. ní London. Ní Japan, ilẹ̀ ti mọ́ pàkàrà, wọ́n ti wà ní 7 a.m. ní Japan. That's quite a long one. Libya is about 12 midnight. New York, Toronto, aago mẹ́fà ṣẹ́fẹ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tí.
Àwọn èèyàn tó wà nílẹ̀ náà tó ṣe Ìgbòho ẹ bá tún Yorùbá ṣe ọmọ Yorùbá kò lè gbàdúlẹ̀ bàbá wa ọmọ Yorùbá kò lè gbàdúlẹ̀.
Last year a sọ pé àwọn ọlọ́pàá ló pa Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Oyèlékè. A dúpẹ́ pé justice ti ń wá díẹ̀díẹ̀ nítorí pé nígbà tí a jáde ní last year fún super rally a ní kò kí ń ṣe àwa ni a pa Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Oyèlékè tí àwọn ọlọ́pàá pa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. And I hope you've been following the news in Nigeria where verdicts have been out. I'll be telling you more about that tonight.
Ìgbòho ẹ bá wá tún lè Yorùbá ṣe pẹ̀lú tán kọ́mọ Yorùbá kò lè gbádùn bá ilé bàbá wa kọ́mọ Yorùbá kò lè gbádùn lè bá. Adébórí ṣì ní wà ó bá ìdílé tí ó Mr. Ọ̀tẹ́kùnrẹ́kùn White Lion lọ́mọ èmi fún ayé máa kọ́ mi sí náà. Àkànjáde o àkànjáde o àkànjáde o àkànjáde o Ìgbòho ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ó ní pé ìpọ́nlí dàńdógó ó kọjá ìtọ́mọdé lè gbé ọ̀sẹ̀ o Ìgbòho Ìgbòho látàbà jìbì àti ìbítàbà ọ̀rọ̀ burúkú ìtẹnu ọmọ kékeré bọ́ dánidáni bá ní lágbàṣẹ́ òṣì fún Ìgbòho àti kékeré ní ti bá ní lọ Ìgbòho ló ní pẹ̀lú bíbí ni ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni iṣẹ́ ẹ̀dọ̀ funfun ni ò bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ wẹ̀ òbí bá forí adẹ́tùrá àbí àpẹlẹ Ìgbòho Sunday inú burúkú ò máa ní ìyẹn bàbá mi. Èèyàn kankan kò lè pé kó máa ṣe tìyẹ Ìgbòho èèyàn kankan kò lè pé kó máa ṣe tìyẹ.
lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí wa ní gbogbo ibi kí ẹ bá ti ń darapọ̀. It's going to be interactive as usual. I'm going to open the phone line straight away. Probably question and answer. Into Bayiwa Ejeka Biri as we are getting ready for reasons why we need to allow Nigeria to dissolve. Let's play the anthem. But we cannot do much, because internet FM Boa is quite expensive, and we wish or we hope that we can do something better. Estonia, internet is human right. Need Estonia, but Nigeria on the internet wahala ni eja play anthem then as I bear a program lórí Twitter, I'm going to be fluctuating around that, so bear with me because number ìlànà àfigbà call, but let's go straight into the conversation. And tó bá mọ̀ kókó tẹ̀lé wa. Forílẹ̀-èdè kàgbéga 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 ìgbàgbọ́ bàtí bẹ̀rù ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ìṣọ̀kan ní kẹjẹ́ tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire. Ọmọ Odùduwà bọ́ sí ipò ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀ àwa ni once again mo kí gbogbo wa níbikíbi tí ẹ bá ti láǹfààní àti darapọ̀ mọ́ ètò wa, ètò tí a ti fi ń kọ́ra wa lẹ́kọ̀ọ́, tí a ti fi ń sọ fúnra wa ìdí tí ìran ọmọ Yorùbá tó gbọdọ̀ kúrò láàrin ìdọ̀tí tá wà nínú ẹ̀, nítorí pé tí a bá wo Nàìjíríà lénìí inú ìdọ̀tí la wà, and tá a bá kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà chances pé ayé wa máa da ó slim gan. Kò ń ṣe pé nítorí ìfẹ́ tí àwa fi ń sọ̀rọ̀ ni mo fi ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Bí mo bá wo àwọn tó ti dàgbà láàrin wa tó jẹ́ àwọn grandfather grandmothers, náà bá wo orú wàhálà tí wọ́n ṣe pé kí wọ́n jẹ́ kí Nàìjíríà ṣiṣẹ́, whether in the public sector, in the private sector, àbẹ́ni tó ń run business, àbẹ́ni tó ń ṣe gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe. I'm talking about those in the 60s. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi àwa tí a ṣì wà ní less than 60 sílẹ̀. Kò sẹ́ni tí ó dàgbà ní èjì 60 plus, because àwọn yẹn la máa sọ pé wọ́n bí ní during independent. Gbogbo wọn ni wọ́n ṣakitiyan, ni wọ́n ṣe wàhálà. Ẹ má bínú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò mí níbí báyìí. I wish I can have the laptop on this side so that everything will be showing from here. But apparently because the laptop is there and I'm facing more of this side, so it's like pé mo neglect ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní orí Koikimedia. I don't know whether I should move the laptop to come here. We'll just leave it there for now. Ẹ má bínú, but I'm sure I'll be moving my face because wọ́n máa ẹ̀yin Yorùbá ẹ̀wọ̀n pé Yorùbá dágan, Yorùbá ní ojú lọ̀rọ̀ wà. Tíyàn bá ń báyàn sọ̀rọ̀ tó ò bá rójú ẹ̀ wá ní ojú ni ọ̀rọ̀ wà. A lè dúpẹ́ fún the kind of technology tí a ti ní lénìí débi pé nígbà tí mo dé UK ní 1998 mo rántí tí bá fẹ́ lọ pe àwọn èèyàn nílé technology tí a ti ní lénìí àṣẹ lọ fi coins kó tó di pé call card ẹ mọ̀ pé call card yẹn ló máa scratch ló máa wá pè ló máa wá dá tátátátátátátá wà wá péyàn wà wá sọ fún wọn pé kọ́ lọ sọ fún àwọn èèyàn yín pé ẹ máa pè o kọ́ lè wá jókòó ní aago 6 àbágo 7 wàṣẹ wá pè padà. So and now akọ̀tàn mobile phone wa mo kàn fẹ́ kẹ́ máa ro sí àwọn ìyá wa tó ti ṣe wàhálà ní Nàìjíríà àtàwọn bàbá wa whether Igbo ni wọ́n Ìṣẹ̀kírì ni wọ́n Kanuri ni wọ́n gbogbo ethnic group tó ń bẹ nínú Nàìjíríà. Reason tí mo lè move ẹ ni pé mo connect to so many gadgets so tí bá ní kí n máa move ẹ mo máa disturb but lọ́la n tó bá ti mú mi fẹ́ máa ṣe broadcast lórí Koiki Oduduwa. I will try to make sure that the camera is here so ẹ̀yin náà máa rí mi báyìí ẹ mọ̀ pé kò ń ṣe software ni mò ń lò kíní ni mò ń fi ń ṣe program. Mo kí gbogbo wa láìfẹ́ nìkankan sílẹ̀ mo kí gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ ní gbogbo àgbáyé mo pẹ́ láìkè tí bá ní gbogbo àgbáyé gbogbo bí kíbi tá bá wà ní orílẹ̀-èdè ayé lélẹ̀ tẹ́ ń wò yìí this is how the world looks like but àwọn ò lè rí báyìí. So ìwọ tó bá ń wo inú ibi tó wà nínú Nàìjíríà nísìn o kàn rí ibi tí wọ́n wà but àwọn tó wà nínú space lórí NASA àwọn ló lè rí ní round figure báyìí because ó máa ń lọ round ìyẹn di inter ẹ mọ̀ pé tó bá wà lókè in tó ń float wàá máa rí in tó ń lọ nísàlẹ̀ mo wá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bí mo tẹ̀ dárúkọ anybody à dárúkọ gbogbo àwọn tó ń lead wa pé a dúpẹ́ fún wọn Ọlọ́run àdúbọ̀ bá tọ́ wọn sọ́nà. Mo kàn tún fẹ́ ká kọ́ ẹ̀kọ́ lálẹ́ yìí ká bíra wa nínú ara wa ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní 60 and above wàhálà tí ẹ ṣe nínú Nàìjíríà ìgbìyànjú tí ẹ ṣe nínú Nàìjíríà ìgbìyànjú yín yẹn ibo ló já sí gan nísìn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé nígbà tó bí ẹ̀yin náà ní 1960 àwọn ìyá kan ló bí yín àwọn bàbá kan ló bí yín àwọn náà ti ń dùn pé kí Nàìjíríà kó da kó tó bí yín ní 1960 I'm talking about gbogbo ẹni tó bí ní 1960 ni mo sọ tó sì ń sọ fún àwa tí wọ́n bí ní 1970 pé ká ṣe sùúrù nínú Nàìjíríà because ẹni tó bí ní 1960 àtẹ̀mí tó bí ní 1970 ẹ̀yin tẹ́ mọ̀ maths ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ò mọ̀ maths dáadáa ẹ bá mi sáré ṣe calculation yẹn ẹni tí wọ́n bí ní 1960 ẹ bá mi yọ kúrò how many years ni ká tẹ̀ sọ pé 60 títí di 70 that's 10 years ṣé mo right yeah 10 years 1960 to 1970 that's 10 years so irọ́ because ẹni tó bá jẹ́ 60 tèmi jẹ́ 40 20 years lẹ́gbàá lọ́wọ́ mi nìyẹn 20 years lẹ́gbàá because ẹni tó bí ní 1960 àtèmi tó bí ní 1970 10 years ní àbí so ẹni tó pé 60 years old ó fi 20 years jù mí lọ ṣe calculation no ẹ jẹ́ ṣé kí n dá padà sẹ́yìn sí 50 years àwọn tó bí ní in the 1950 ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe báyìí ṣé 1960 ní ká base lé lórí àbí 1950 ìyẹn ni máa fi ẹni tó bí ní 1950 ló jẹ́ 20 years ẹni tó bá jẹ́ 1960 ní 10 years ṣé ká mú láti 1960 àbí ká dá padà sí 10 years before then ká mú ní 1950 okay so that kó lè ní kìmí díẹ̀ because ẹni tó bí ní 1950 okay mo fẹ́ mọ̀ èèyàn mélòó ló fẹ́ ká mú ní 1950 àbí 1960 èèyàn méjì ti sọ pé 1950 èèyàn kan sọ pé 1960 ẹ bá wa okay ṣé ká padà sí 1950 ni àbí ká mú ní 1960 ó ní kankan tí mo fẹ́ lò láàrin ẹ̀. Ìbùkún Ògúnfẹ̀yìntì ní pé ká mú lọ sí 1950. So ẹni tó bí ní 1950 at least ó ti pé 10 years before independent, so which is very good. Ẹ jẹ́ ká lo 1950. Ẹ máa bá mi ká lọ lórí ìrìn àjò tí mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí lálẹ́ yìí. Ẹ̀yin náà máa pè wọlé, ẹ wá sọ tọ̀dọ̀ tí yín náà lé lórí. Náà ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Olúṣẹ́gun, ẹ jẹ́ ká mú láti 1950 because gbogbo ẹni tó bí ní 1950 wọ́n ti wà 10 years old before 1960. So bí wọ́n tẹ ẹ̀gbọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ before independent, nígbà tí èmi wọ́n máa fi bí èmi ní 1970 àwọn ti pé 20 years old. Ọmọ 1950 ó jẹ́ kó ti ní làákàyè before 1970. Ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ tí mo sọ ti ń yé wa nísìn? Bàbá tí wọ́n bí ní 1950 ó ti pé nẹ̀má ẹ̀ka ló 1960 ẹ̀yẹ́ ká stick sí 1950 yẹn. Bàbá tí wọ́n bí ní wàhálà kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ láíláí, èèyàn mi nìyẹn. Ẹni tó bí ní 1950 ó ti pé ọdún mẹ́wàá kó tó wọnú ìrìn àjò 1960. So independent bá wọn nínú ẹ̀ ni, so àwọn celebrate pé hey independent àti bọ́ lọ́wọ́ òyìnbó tó kó wa lẹ́rú. Ẹ ṣé gan ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Olúṣẹ́gun, kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín. Ẹ má tún sọ̀rọ̀ 1960 mọ́, 1950 là ń lò nísìn kí analysis yẹn kó lè yé wa dáadáa. Ẹni tó bí ní 1950 yẹn, ẹ ṣé gan ìyá mi Grace Adébíyì, nígbà tí wọ́n bí wọn ẹ kọ̀ fún mi ní average of bí ọdún mélòó lẹ rò pé Ama Uche, thank you so much, all hail Biafra. And sometimes we have to speak English because of our Biafra people and some of our children, our youth. You know, if you were born in 1950, you are now 72 years old. Okay. It's an interactive platform and I can read your comment as we go along. So I might speak a bit of English because kò ń ṣàwà nìkan là ń bára wa sọ̀rọ̀. Nígbà tá ti ní àfẹ́ jẹ́ àgbáyé, àfẹ́ bá wọn ṣe, sometimes we have to speak English. Especially we have a lot of Yoruba people that do not speak English. Let me go back to the analysis. Mo kí ìyá mi Òjọ́ra, ẹ má bínú mo nílé máa kí gbogbo wa, if not a máa wà lórí ètò yẹn, a máa kíra wa ni mo ti fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ àti tọmọlúàbí, àbí ṣé kí n dọ̀bálẹ̀ ní kí fi kí yín. Ẹni tó bí ní 1950 inú wọn ń dùn pé agba òmìnira, and to be honest, as at that time it was worth celebrating. Àfi tá a bá fi parọ́ fúnra wa, because ẹni tó rí in tí wà bẹ́ẹ̀ sọ fún tó gbọ́ sétí pé àwọn òyìnbó ló ń kó wa lẹ́rú, àwa gba òmìnira ní 1960 after Ghana. Ẹ rí pé it will be worth celebrating as at that time. And you can disagree with me nígbà tá a bá ṣí phone line pé no, Koiki, no. We are not talking about the 1914 amalgamation. I am talking about àwọn tí wọ́n bí in the 50s as they were going into the 60s with their parents. They were all excited. They were happy, that the country is now having its own, independent, and we can run our own things. And that was how they gave us, federalism. I mean, we had the regional government. And the regional government, yes, Mr. Koiki, he or she is not a kid anymore. Well, I mean, even let's say they are kids. Ọmọ 10 years old kò gbọ́n. Ọmọ 10 years old ò gbọ́n. Ọmọ tó bí ní 1950 títí di 1960. Let's just assume pé wọ́n gbọ́n, ọmọ kékeré ni wọ́n. But nígbà tó máa fi pé 1970 kó tó bí èmi ní kékeré tí mo ṣe ń rákòrò, àwọn ti pé 20. Ẹni tó bí ní 1950, by the time is 1970, ó ti di adult. Àwọn Kristẹni àti Mùsùlùmí àtòníṣẹ̀ṣe federalism là ń lò. Thank you so much. Ẹ máa educate mi náà mo lè gbàgbé o. So we were given federalism in the hope that development will come. We will all flourish. We will make Nigeria better, greatest around the world. But a lot of hiccup ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin méjì. So between the 1950 and the 1970, we saw a hell of problem. Even though we were given independence, but there was a lot of crisis along the line. But the expectation of those that were born in 1950, as they were coming to become age 20 in 1970, ní ìgbà tí ìyá tèmi àti bàbá mi tí wọ́n ṣẹ̀ wá ilẹ̀ love in Tokyo wọ́n wá bí èmi wá ń dún èèyàn máa wá rò pé nísìnyí àwọn tó bí ní 1950 yẹn wọ́n ní làákàyè. Ibi tí mo lò gangan nìyẹn. Because you that were born in the 50s and you are still telling us to keep Nigeria, èmi tó bí ní 1970 wá ń sọ fún yín pé èmi gan tí wọ́n bí ní 1970 ti wá rí pé Nigeria ò gbádùn. It is a crazy country. But àwọn tó bí ní 1950, they are now telling us to remain in that shit old country. And I hope you now understand where I'm going. So if any one of you tó wá bí ní 1980 or ìwọ tó bí ní 1990, èmi wá láǹfààní àti kúrò ní Nàìjíríà kò ń ṣe mímọ̀ ṣe tèmi. Mímọ̀ ṣe pé ìyá tó bí èmi ó ronú ní 1991 pé Nàìjíríà tí òun wà nínú ẹ̀ tó fi bí òun náà in the 50s or wherever, òun rí pé Nàìjíríà yìí ó ti ń ní kọ́má lára, ó ti ń ní àbùkù lára, because the dollar was the reason why my mom left Nigeria in 1991. And she has traveled to 23 countries around the world. Àgbáyé tí wọ́n wò yìí, ìyá mi ti lọ káàkiri gbogbo àgbáyé yìí for 23 countries tí ó ń ṣe òwò, tí òwò yẹn dẹ̀ ń jẹ́ fún, tó fi ń tọ́jú ẹbí, tó fi ń tọ́jú ará, tó fi ń tọ́jú àdúgbò. Ǹjẹ́ àwọn tí wọ́n wá wà nílé nísìnyí, ǹjẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ráyè tọ́jú ẹbí? Ǹjẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ráyè tọ́jú ará? Ǹjẹ́ ẹ̀ ń ráyè tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ tí ẹ bí nínú? So if anybody is now in the 50s, born in the 50s, telling us to remain in these units, as you can see there, Timo stick here, that is the geographical location called Nigeria. You should run away from them. You should run away from anyone in the 50s still telling you to remain in Nigeria. They are the evil ones that is holding us back. It could be from the Igbo side, it could be from the Hausa side, from the Kanuri side, from the Yoruba side. It does not matter, because they were old enough. Morei Bakenti mi. Wọ́n dàgbà tó láti mọ wrong from the right kó tó bí èmi ní 1970. Because ẹni tó bí ní 1950 was already 10 years old before kí wọ́n tó lálàá pé wọ́n máa sun ọrùn tó máa bí Koiki ní 1970. Ọlọ́run tó wá fún wọn èyí tó wà láyé ni o, because a lot of them have died. I'm talking about the ones that are still watching me right now around the world. Especially the one abroad. Ṣẹ̀rẹ́ àwọn tó wà nílé, I cannot even blame you a lot. But anyone born in the 50s and you are living outside the geographical location called Nigeria and you are telling us to remain in Nigeria, you are the most wicked, evil person I can ever think of. Because you have tasted a better opportunity, a better life than the people that you were born together in the, because I want to be in some of my colleagues that are at home, they look like people that are sick. Not to talk about some of your own colleagues that were born together in the 50s. I'm sure some of them are now having a lot of agbatide. It is not their fault. It is because they are not getting enough support to give them a better long life. So if anyone in what we call Nigeria today, born in the 50s, and telling me and you to remain in Nigeria, please run away from them. Run away from them. You know why? They are not interested to make our life better. Because the 20 years from the 50s to the 70s, I'm just using my own age bracket of the 70s. You can use yours from the 80s. You can use yours from the 90s. You can even use yours from the people that believe in the movement that is saying that, look, we saw what Awolowo did. We saw how the Yoruba was flourishing. And we are now 60 years backwards. And you are still telling us to keep Nigeria. There's something is wrong with your medulla oblongata. Nǹkan ti sá sínú ọpọlọ yín àtẹ̀yìn ọ̀dọ́ tí ẹ̀ ń tẹ̀lé wọn. Because all the youth running below all these wicked individuals that are born in the 50s, then you do not understand the damage that they've done to your psyche. Because by now, if truly the country was going to flourish, having the good roads, there's always problem. But the amount of problem that we are facing today should have been resolved some 40 years ago. And I would have been enjoying the benefit and the dividends of a government known as Nigeria in a country. But rather, what we are all witnessing today is, I am in my 40 plus, because I was born in 1978. And I can now say and look at it and say, this is not a country. This country has not helped anyone. It could help one or two people, big boys, big girls, with no good hospital, no good roads, no drainage, no pipe-borne water, no electricity. Nothing is working. The 40 years that I have lived, I should be part of those enjoying Nigeria. But today, we still have the same set of people telling us, oh, it is the military that destroyed Nigeria. But we, the civilian, we will turn things around. We will make your life better. Okay, let's now remove the 1970 out of the equation. Let's come back a bit closer. Let's ask ourselves, from 1999 till date, how many years do we need to transform country like Nigeria to be standard, to have at least where you can go and do poo-poo wa lọ yàgbẹ́ tó ní máa lọ yàgbẹ́ sínú igbó. All they've done for the last 20 years is what they call deceit, lies upon lies, giving you the impression that you will not only get local government chairman. And that is why a chairman in Imeko on threatening àwọn aráàlú àtẹni tán pè ní House of Assembly. Ẹ sọ fún wọn pé tó bá deal pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ wa ní Imeko, à ń rán nǹkan sí wọn. À jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé ọmọ Yorùbá làwa náà. This is got nothing to do with anybody. I would do that myself without asking anybody. There are people on the ground. Àwa là ń sọ fún àwọn ọmọ yẹn pé ìtàgbédání is a peaceful movement, but everybody knows peaceful kò lè peaceful. But let me just continue to use the language that everybody loves. Let's make it peaceful. But knowing at the back of my head, I know it can never be peaceful, because we are dealing with wicked leaders, as you call them, that were born in the 50s. Some of them are born in the 40s. Ẹ wo lórí burúkú bàbá ọmọ málà Fúlàní tí mo lọ bá nígbà tí mo lọ sí kọ́ọ̀tì Ìkékérémàdò. Ẹ wo bó ṣe ń wò mí látòkè délẹ̀ bí ìgbà pé kó fi dágà tí wọ́n fi ń pa yín nílé kó fi bẹ́ orí mi tó bá jẹ́ pé irú Nàìjíríà ni mo wà ní. Kódà by now ẹ máa wá mi tì. Ẹ rántí má nìyẹn. Go and look at the video. Look at the bitterness in his eyes. But who the hell are you? A ò lélẹ̀ tó ń question òun. Ibo ni wọ́n ti wá, ibo ló ti já wá. But ó ti gbàgbé pé Elédùmarè ọba tó dá ọmọ Yorùbá ó dá wa dáadáa. I keep telling those of you at home, kò sí ìyàtọ̀ láàrin àwa tá à ń gbé nílùú òyìnbó. Ìdí tí mo ṣe fresh ní skin tójú mi ń dán because alẹ́ ìnísìn mo ti jẹrẹsì, mo jẹ gizzard, mo fẹ̀yìn lé lórí, kò need láti ní mi lára. Mo dẹ̀ ti mu apple juice, mo ti lo vitamins, mo dẹ̀ wà nínú air condition, and what else do I need? Mo ní láti ní owó l'account. Is that not the same life that we're asking for you? Ǹjẹ́ ìwọ lè rí irú ayé yẹn jẹ nísìn? Àwọn tó tẹ̀ ń rí jẹ gan nísìn ẹ̀ ní fọkànbalẹ̀. And this is why we are now asking ourselves, let's come back and ask the true question. Ta ni Nàìjíríà ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún gan? Ta ni Nàìjíríà ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún? Kò ṣiṣẹ́ fún ẹni tó wà níta. Because ẹni tó wà níta tó ń ṣe whatever businesses that you are doing going back to the country, you are going to suffer a lot. At least you will suffer the exchange rate. Even if you want to deceive yourself, you will suffer the exchange rate. So, I think I've done enough of my own talking. Let's get our phone line open. It is only the studio line I beg us tonight. We are streaming on the Instagram on my number that you all know. If you don't know the studio number, you can ask on the chat before you call. Don't just call and say, oh, Motini number Koiki, and now call. You are also probably not listening. Because we will let it go nisin. And I will know because into my many talk with me nisin. I just pay any lórí program. If you don't know the studio number, just continue commenting and leave it like that. Because I want to wò mí lórí Instagram and I don't want to continue coming out and coming in out of that. So the studio number is +44 74 04 405917. Are we going to have the rally? We will have our rally. I have done analysis on that 2 days ago or probably yesterday. Let us wait calmly when the message is going to come from the ground in that location in Benin Republic, and that announcement will be given to us. So let us just now ask the two questions. Ìjà àwọn tó bí ní in the 50s, are they really for us or are they part of the problem? Kò ṣe gbogbo wọn, àwọn tó àìtí sọ̀rọ̀ méjì sí mẹ́ta èèyàn kan ti pè lórí Instagram lórí that same number. Ẹ jẹ́ ń gbé àfi tó bá pẹ́ níyàn sí lórí program. I'm sure the person is on the program, but they just want to disturb because king bo. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'll block you. Tí bá ṣe program tán, màá dá yín padà wá. Ẹ gbọ́. So inter inside ní ẹ ti pè. So ẹni ẹ ti àti ṣá ní blocking. Tí bá parí program, màá dá yín padà. Now I have to start the Instagram again. Kò make sense. Just ask yín sọ̀rọ̀ kò tí pé kíní. Tẹ́ ẹ bá mọ nọ́mbà yẹn ẹ ní láti pè. Kó ṣe dandan. If you don't know the studio number, it's not my problem. By now, everybody should have the studio number. So I'm going to now start taking my calls. If you're watching me on Twitter and Instagram, on Twitter, please join us on the other platform as well. The same number you used to before on WhatsApp. The number is the studio number +44 74 04 405917. I have ample of time. So money strength there. I can take as much calls. If you're watching me on Twitter, I will have to end that broadcast. Please join me on Instagram, on YouTube, or on Facebook. Thank you so much. Now let's start taking my calls so that we can get your views as well. Edo Batimo studio number, please don't even bother. Just leave it because the batting pay lórí that number, my shine blocking. So the later Tibashi program it on, I will then allow you to come back. So let's go. Mutinikaye adding us in a group. Too many groups in that WhatsApp is having impact on my WhatsApp on this number. Ati the problem. Don't add me on the group. Only full. Storage full. It's because you are adding this number as well that I don't want you to do so. No. Now we want to take calls. We can't take calls. Avoid the other number. Any problem in this number. So for many can delete some of the messages that we have of videos or pictures that they've been sending on different WhatsApp groups, multiple of them. Access interface. Agent delete one or two things one of the two files there or whatever. Videos is too much, so that we can take our calls. Once again, while I'm doing that, let's enjoy orin tí mò ń play lọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan kí n kàn fi máa, and then we'll open the phone line in just about a few minutes. Enjoy this if you want to. All right, I think the line is now back. Hello, our first caller. Hello, Mr. Koikimedia. Ẹ kálẹ́.
Ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun.
Èmi nìyẹn.
Ọlọ́run àgbà ìbánipẹ̀ fún wa.
Aṣẹ́dùmarè.
Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ káwọn ọmọ Yorùbá wa mọ̀ ní wípé kẹ́bọ̀dì ló fi ọkàn balẹ̀.
Thank you so much, Bashiru Mustafa, for the studio line.
Anybody má kó àyà tókè. Ọlọ́run á ṣe Yorùbá nation nígbà fún wa lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba. Bí mi náà ṣe ń gbà ládùúrà, bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn kan náà ń gbà ládùúrà, bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn ìyá wa ń gbà ládùúrà, bẹ́ẹ̀ làwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n wa ń gbà ládùúrà, àtàwọn tó jẹ́ bí àbúrò wa náà ń gbà ládùúrà. Ọlọ́run á gbà fún wa lágbára Ọlọ́run, kẹ́bọ̀dì fi ọkàn balẹ̀. Kò sí gìrìgìrì níbi kankan, kẹ́bọ̀dì ṣáà fọkàn balẹ̀ pé àsìkò tí bẹ́ẹ̀ kára lè bá tó Ọlọ́run náà ló tó ọdún yóò tí ì lọ. Àṣẹ ní November, àṣẹ ní December, kí o gbá fi ọkàn balẹ̀ pé Yorùbá nation á ṣe ṣe fún wa lópin lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba. Àsìkò tá a bá jẹ́ àwa gbà wọn níbẹ̀ ní kọ́kọ́ ṣàwátì ní gbogbo wa. So ìmọ̀ràn tí mi ní kí n tú bá ní gba àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá wa nìyẹn pé kí o gbọ́ ká fọkàn balẹ̀. Ẹ̀wọ̀n ni má ka àsòkè ká fi ọkàn balẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà ti ń ṣe iná ó ti tó ọdún mẹ́rin ọdún márùn-ún náà ti wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́ yìí. Kò dẹ̀ sun yín. Nígbà tó bá dẹ̀ sun yín kí ló fẹ́ sú àwa tájọ́ ọmọ Yorùbá. Ká má yẹ kó sú wa o. Kò dẹ̀ ní sú wa, kò dẹ̀ ní rẹwà. Lágbára Ọlọ́run ọba. God bless Yorùbá nation.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Let's take the next call. Number yẹn, I'll keep mentioning the number. Mo kí ìyá tó bí mi lọ́mọ, ìyá Lálùbáríkà. Welcome on the program. Let's go straight to the next caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, White Lion.
Ẹ kálẹ́ sà.
Ẹ máa kálẹ̀ ẹ kú ètò.
Ètò nìyẹn.
Now, nǹkan tí mo kàn fẹ́ pe àkíyèsí yín sí. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ wípé every new people ló ń join yín lórí program.
Okay.
Either àárọ̀ or alẹ́ o.
Okay.
Èmi kàn fẹ́ bí wọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìmọ̀ràn ní ẹ̀rẹ́ ó dàbí ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀dẹ̀ tí máa ń ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ o. Ẹ máa display studio line.
Nítorí pé mo wà lórí WhatsApp, orí fóònù mo ń lò, so it's very difficult to do that. We are not using the software. But I pin it, and I keep repeating it. But more understand. We have to be patient with the people that are listening and watching us. But more understand.
Exactly.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Especially to get new person.
Yes.
So ìyẹn bó ní sọ ẹ kú ètò.
Ètò nìyẹn ẹ ṣé gan ni. The number kò ní gbé ọ̀dàlẹ̀ nìkan ni kò ní gbé ẹ ṣé gan ni. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí mo kí gbogbo yín bàbá Lálùbáríkà mo kẹ́yìn doctors ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ látẹnu yín ẹ má bẹ̀rù láti pè ẹ̀yin lẹ́ni Yoruba nation tiwa ni cash analysis. Thank you so much those of you on the Instagram. We have a lot of our youth that are watching us on Instagram. Ibẹ̀ ilẹ̀ ìjókòó sí. And that's why we don't want anybody to disturb you. Ẹ rí pé mo máa ń jà gan fún Instagram yẹn because mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kó máa disturb yín. Ìyẹn mo ṣe ń sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ní gbogbo ìgbà. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n lọ bá Prince sọ̀rọ̀ ní ìlú Amẹ́ríkà. Ẹ gbóhùn sókè sà.
Hello, brother mi.
Ẹ kálẹ́.
Ẹ kálẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn o. Èwo ló ṣe o.
Adúpẹ́ fọlọ́run.
Mo kàn ṣe join program náà ni mo kàn ní kíkí ẹ pé o kú ṣẹ́ o.
Èmi nìyẹn. Ẹ ṣé gan ni sà.
Ẹ kú gbogbo family kan.
Àlàáfíà àwọn ọtí lọ sùn tí wà lórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì. School wa lọ́la.
Odò agbé wa o. À ń dúró ojú òní kọ́ wa o. À ń dúró. Wọ́n ṣàbá bá àyàjò ẹ jẹ́ o.
Kò sẹ́ni tó lè bàjẹ́. Ìrìn àjò Ọlọ́run ni kò ń ṣe tèmi. So gbogbo pọ́ máa bàjẹ́ is understatement ni kò lè possible. Ó ti late already. Ohun ti jáde tó bá yẹ pé ohun yẹn ò tí jáde ní ayé máa sọ gbogbo yẹn. In tó ti mú gbogbo wa jáde.
Ó ní bàbá kan tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ pé bàbá kí tó yà ni ẹ lọ declare.
Ó kù díẹ̀ ni. It's just a matter of time. Everything will come as we are planning. Let's continue to prepare. Ntí mo máa ń sọ fún ódà ìkànnà àwọn ìyá wa kan tó pè tán ṣiṣẹ́ nísàlẹ̀ lára àwọn tíìmù wa nígbà tó pè mí pé Mr. Koiki àwọn èèyàn ń béèrè mo ní preparation it can never be enough. Even the least thing you can think of ẹ lọ máa prepare individually as a group ẹ máa bára yín sọ̀rọ̀ in terms of that preparation, and that's all. We cannot prepare everything, but when I mean preparation, it could even be prepare none. And I think that is the word of encouragement that we can give ourselves. Because when that heat comes, we will not have time to say, hello, prepare more. In coming, Mama saw. So, hello, prepare. When the next heat comes, we will not have that time. So, hello, prepare. Sorrow. I've been on the. I mean, I was mobilization program, Lara. I couldn't. The first caller that came was from Japan, Sami Japan. Oh, òun pè mí lóru ní 2:00. Èmi gbàdé mi jí ní 6 èmi pè, and I spoke with him for about almost 2 hours. And from there, I wanted to sit down and do a program. But calls were coming in and coming in and coming in. Títí dé ọ̀sán, mo ṣètúnṣe tán náà nísìnyí kó tó di pé mo lọ sùn díẹ̀. So what I'm just trying to say is, we can never stop saying we cannot prepare. I know our heart and mind is in between that, daddy uncle mi kan pè láti Dublin, wọ́n ti bá wọn ṣaṣọ ní Òṣogbo lókè ń bẹ̀. All these things is because we want people to be ready and be part of it. So, but abana, okay, announcement anything, kò ní sí time yẹn mọ́. Let us prepare, and let us do analysis mo kọ́ra ṣe lálẹ́ anything. Ibi tí ẹ̀mí gbé mi lọ nìyẹn. Because anybody in the 50s, Titi Copy Bay in the 70s, they're 20 years old, and they're still telling us to remain in one Nigeria. Kò wọ́tẹ̀ rárá. Kò wọ́tẹ̀. Àfi tá a bá ń parọ́ fúnra wa. Ẹ ṣé gan-an Prince. Ẹ ṣé gan-an. Thank you so much. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin quiet listeners. You're there listening, and you can hear everything. Let's go to the next caller. Hello, caller. Hello, caller. Ẹ ti wọlé. Ẹ kálẹ́. Èmi ni ẹ sà.
Hello.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín sẹ́. Ẹ kálẹ́. Alẹ́ náà lájọ wà. Same time lájọ wà lọ́dọ̀ yín lọ́hùn. That's if you're calling from location 9. Èmi ni ẹ sà.
Bọ́dé mi kàn bẹ́ẹ̀ contribute mi pé Yorùbá nation ló going back ni o. Orí tọ́lọ́run ti ṣe pé lẹ́dà kan tó lè dá dúró. Ìfúnkọ àwọn olóṣèlú ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀rọ ń bá wọn báyìí lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ báyìí. Torí wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé ìlú yàtọ̀ sí pé ṣeréṣeré. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ti wà fún ìrìnàjò báyìí. Kò ní nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣẹlẹ̀. Àbílí pé lọ́wọ́ ìgbàwọ̀ àánú ẹ̀yìn la máa fi gbára kó lóko ẹrù.
Ó ti di dandan.
Lóko ẹrù làwọn àrùn mọ́ ọ̀jáde kó mẹ́la yàtọ̀ nínú ọdún yìí. Agbára náà bó ṣe máa tẹ̀lé.
Lágbára Ọlọ́run, ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan ẹ̀gbọ́n mi. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin friends of the Yoruba Nation movement +44 74 04 405917. Don't be scared. It's the line. It's the studio line. I'm getting on Jenny Biba. Let's come and hear from you as we continue. Our conversation. When people ask, "Is it worth having a Yoruba nation?" and I ask myself, ibi tó ti wà for centuries. Why should we not? And I think people are also trying to come on the Instagram. Let me see if I can bring them in. You can send a request if that's what you want. I will allow you to come in and we can hear from you as well. Looking at all the analysis that we do, day in, day out. And I think we have a caller that have joined us on Instagram. Hello, Ekaleo.
Hello, sir.
I'm going.
Sir.
Etonia.
Yes, sir. Yoruba nation not going back.
Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Olórí burúkú Jẹ̀mílì Akíngbadé yẹn.
Okay. Ìyẹn House of Assembly ti mẹ́kọ́.
As in community ẹ̀láwà.
Okay.
Ti mẹ́kọ́ àfọ̀n.
Yeah.
As in kò sẹ́ni tó láìkẹ́ inú ogun àrándẹ̀ ara. Because as wọ́n máa ń sáré sẹ́yìn àwọn Fúlàní yẹn. So tó máa ti lọ jẹ kó báyìí. Tó máa ti kẹ́jọ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀. Because òun ló ń pàṣẹ fún ọba àfọ̀n.
Okay.
Because ọmọ àfọ̀n ni.
Okay.
Nǹkan tó bá dẹ̀ ti sọ ni.
Ọba náà máa tẹ̀lé.
As òun lọ́ba máa gbọ́.
Ìyẹn ló sọ pé àwọn ọba wa ti wà lábẹ́ olóṣèlú. Ẹ̀wẹ̀ ẹ máa gbọ́ mọ́ gbọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni. So as àwọn Fúlàní tó bá ti lọ jẹ kó báyìí tó bá ti wá kẹjọ́ wá nǹkan tó bá ti sọ ni.
Okay.
Àsìkò ní sáyẹ̀nsì ẹ̀yìn ọmọ Yorùbá ọ̀pá rárá.
Ó lè ní màálù tó ń bá sìn. Gbogbo wọn lọ ní màálù tí Fúlàní bá wọn sin ní gbogbo especially gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ wà ní gbogbo òkè ògùn kankan ìmẹ̀kan kankan yẹn. Ọ̀rọ̀ àpé nẹ́tíwọ̀kì ẹ̀ ọ̀yà a sì ń gbọ́ yín. Àgbọ̀yìn mọ́ ẹ kàn sọ̀rọ̀ ni mo gbọ́yìn mọ́ mo mọ̀ pé network ni but if somebody is hearing us from Imeko tonight, let us be grateful. In the midst of little, communication that is going into those villages, it is very sad. I'm just going to continue taking calls, because definitely. Ṣé padà abẹ́ ẹ ti lọ. Okay.
Mo ṣọ́
Yeah, mo gbọ́ yín.
Mo ṣọ́ abẹ́ ṣé dárí yẹn ṣọ́ máa tún ṣe lọ́nà 26 ní àbíbá o.
Rally èwo mẹ́.
Tí mẹ́kọ́ fún àdúrà tí mo rí post kan sọ pé máa tún.
Okay, your coordinator have not told me anything of such. Èmi àti wọ́n ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ recently. Kúnlé Babs bá ti rẹ́yìn ẹ̀ kì í ṣeré rárá. Super chat yẹn ó máa ń jẹ́ kí mọ̀gbẹ́ ti gbórí wọlé níbẹ̀. Thank you so much. I'm not aware that they have another one on the 26th, but tó bá ti sọ fún wa, definitely we will promote it and our media team will be there. Mo mọ̀ pé wọ́n náà lọ sí police station, and these are the frustration. Ẹ ṣe gan-an ẹ lè disconnect lọ ti lára Instagram because mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kan lórí èyí tẹ́ wà ní mẹ́kan yẹn. Ṣe rí àwọn ọmọ tó ń lọ káàkiri, especially they've gone to different places, but ti mẹ́kọ́ yóò dà pé ó fi wá the problem a little bit. Àwọn tíìmù yẹn wọ́n ní wọ́n lọ sí police station ní bí àìláàrò, I can't remember the police station sí ní mẹ́kan yẹn, but àwọn tó wà ní axis yẹn màmá tí mò ń sọ. But report on fún mi lálẹ́ ni pé ọlọ́pàá wá fẹ́ máa yí mọ́ àwọn lọ́wọ́ again pé àwọn làwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nation ló ń dà lóru. Ẹ máa gbọ́rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ yìí. Níbo la ti rí ọmọ Yorùbá nation tó ń dà lóru? Níbo la ti rí ọmọ Yorùbá nation tó ń da ìlú rú? We have àti sọ times without numbers. Ẹ má bọ́ ọlọ́pàá jà, ẹ má bá sójà jà, àdàlúrú is our right. A ní right láti máa, kódà tó bá jẹ́ pé a fẹ́ máa jáde lójoojúmọ́ ni a máa ṣe. Even the super rally ìtọ́sọ nìyẹn a máa wà níta, right wa ni nítorí bá wọn Nigerian government ní kó fẹ́ ṣe. Gbogbo scaremongering mo ní ọ̀kan tán ní Fúlàní kan ṣe fídíò ó ní kinní kan tó bá wọn Fúlàní ló fẹ́ lọ pa bàbá wa Ìgbòho mọ́lé tọ́lọ́wọ̀n fún wọn ṣe. So all these scaremongering tactics, audio bá jáde kò sí tó kàn wá. Our focus is we are coming out at the appropriate time when the date and the time has been announced, and we will come out and tell the global community that we are not going to be part of the country called Nigeria because it is a creation of the British colony and we must stop it. Tá a bá stop it, we will all suffer for the consequence of it. So once again, ẹ sọ fáwọn tó ń wà ní mẹ́kọ mo ti wọ́n ní House of Assembly yín, èmi ń dúró pé káwọn ọmọ yẹn pè mí pé wọ́n náà ti gbé kanú wọn, and I don't have to come on the social media to tell you what we're gonna do. Àwọn yẹn wà nílé mo kì í ṣe ọmọ kékeré, gbogbo àná làmú tó lè ṣẹlẹ̀, but it's not something we're gonna come and say on the social media. Èmi ti fún ní warning kán túbọ̀ máa sọ fáwọn ọlọ́pàá kọ́kọ́ máa threaten àwọn ọmọ yẹn, but ọmọ tó bá ní ọtí mọ́lé we will know what to do. That's all I can say. We will know what to do. Ìyẹn ṣọ̀rọ̀ conversation on social media, but I'm sure àwọn ọlọ́gbọ́n mọ tí mò ń sọ. Tá a bá dákẹ́ ìtorí pa dákẹ́ ni, because àfi dá wàhálà sílẹ̀, àfi máa ṣe bó ṣe ní ká ṣe, but èmi mọ̀ pé bígá wàhálà ṣì ń bọ̀. So kí la fi máa fa àwọn kélébé. So then again mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ even though it was a live transmission, people watched it, but only 30,000 was raised for the vehicle. Mo dẹ̀ ti send it sí Ìyá Jagun, and she has already sent a voice note where she confirmed ìyẹn kan fún wa ní 20, ìyẹn kan fún wa ní 10. Ìyẹn Ìyá Jagun mọ́tò tí mo ní wọ́n máa ń gbé lọ tí wọ́n fọ́ windscreen ẹ̀ tọ́dẹ̀ náà fi ra táyà sí, and the message she replied back when I shared the receipt with her. I'm going to play the audio, just she thanked everybody, but I don't think that 30,000 is more than enough. I wish we have enough to give, but we don't have. So not to waste too much time, ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ bá the next call. Tí audio yẹn bá ti ready, máa play fún wa. Hello caller, ẹ bá wa máa mute background tí bá ti gbé, ẹ mute background lọ́dọ̀ yín.
Hello.
Ẹ káalẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ wa, ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ yín.
Ẹ kúrọ̀lẹ́. Mo ń pè fún àkíyèsí kan ni àti pé ó tún lè jọmọ́ ìbéèrè náà.
Okay.
Mega rally tí ó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà yìí.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni sá.
Mo ń gbọ́ lórí tí bàbá Dádì Akíntóyè àbí.
Professor Akíntóyè, Professor Akíntóyè,
tí wọ́n
sọ wípé mẹ́gára lè yẹ kò ní kò ń ṣe lè tí èèyàn máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ láàárọ̀ tó máa parí ní bí ìrọ̀lẹ́.
Ojú kan la ojú
èèyàn máa wà ń bẹ̀.
Permanently.
Now nǹkan tí mo wá fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni wípé àwọn ará Nàìjíríà àwọn gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì Nàìjíríà yìí ó ṣọ́ pé wọn ò ní dákẹ́. Now téèyàn tí a bá wà ń bẹ̀ tí ilẹ̀ tí wọ́n ń sún tí ò sí ẹni tí tó ń cover wọ́n lè lọ tún lọ rán nǹkan wá disturb lóru.
Okay.
Tí ó máa wá dàbí tí
ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ kó wà ẹni sùúrù ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ kó wà interactive. I love the question. Ṣé tó bá máa ṣe yẹn ṣé ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá náà ni wọ́n máa ti ṣe gbogbo yẹn simultaneously?
Ó lè má jẹ́ ní gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá but lè sọ wọ́n lè consent area kan bóyá ibi tí Daddy Igboho bá wà.
Okay, but nobody have said because Daddy Igboho ma wà. But what I'm saying is you haven't, and it's good that you could not answer the question because that's the reason why we are doing it in towns and villages across the Yoruba land. So tẹ́ bá ń sọ pé ọmọ kó sójà jáde, the question I always ask is ṣé ìyẹn máa ṣẹlẹ̀ ní gbogbo towns and villages wa simultaneously?
Okay, well.
No, I mean we are interacting. I might be wrong. You might be right. You could be wrong. I can't be your ni. Ṣé ẹ má do so. I interact ni. Ẹ mọ̀ pé béèrè ni. Èmi náà dẹ̀ ń béèrè padà pé okay, let's give and take. Èèyàn 10,000 jáde ní mo mọ state tẹ́ bá fi ṣe má worry èmi lè lo tọ̀dọ̀ tèmi níjẹ̀bú Òde. Tí mo dẹ̀ sọ pé okay, èmi ni mo lè máa support wọn ní community yẹn o. Ní àdúgbò tiyín náà ní ìmẹ̀kọ lókè lọ́n èèyàn 20,000 jáde ní ibì kan náà èèyàn 50,000 jáde ṣé gbogbo bẹ̀ náà lọ máa wàṣà.
Kò possible náà lóòótọ́.
So gbogbo pé ibi tí gbòó máa wà nǹkan yẹn I think that is irrelevant because nobody's going to know what is going to happen as at that period of time. So but we are talking about our people that are coming out, and the reason they are coming out is we want the world to see more reason why we are ready. And that's why we are asking for the numbers. The numbers really important. But I'm sure when the date is announced, the numbers will come out, but we need to continue to encourage the people to come out. Èèyàn kan péré nínú gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá lé ní láàárọ̀ oníyàn 200 làwọn support. Wọ́n ti ṣe aṣọ fún wọn, wọ́n ti ránjẹ fún wọn, wọn ò ní láti consult mi. Ṣé pé gbogbo abá fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan nílẹ̀ àwọn bá ṣe ń ṣe? So our duty is to, and that's why Baba say, our responsibility is to make sure that the people that we are telling them to come out, we are going to take care of them, especially with the diaspora.
That's right.
So maybe it's about to me, we are still interacting, but I'll let you to talk. Okay. Eshegoni Daddy, well, thank you so much. Let's keep the question coming. Question Itabale down, Itobaje security questions. I'm not gonna. I should play this audio now so that it just goes on the record.
Okay, mo ti rí 30,000 o káàárọ̀ bàbá mi. Mo ṣe mo dúpẹ́ Ọlọ́run á bá ṣírí o. Gẹ́gẹ́ bó ṣe sọ bóyá tàbádẹ̀ tún ní sí àá tún fi hàn látàyà. So mo ṣe gan.
Ẹ̀mí sùn, ẹ̀mí ìtìgbàgbọ́n àti wọlé ẹ̀mí ìtìgbàgbọ́n.
Bàbá mi dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ àti wọn fún wa lọ́wọ́. Ọlọ́run á ràn án náà lọ́wọ́ wọn ní ṣàṣetì. Àbùdójú ní ìfọ̀.
Àníkẹ́ ní sùn. All right, Ìyá Jagunlẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn only 30,000 was raised. It's not very good. The reason is she's 70. Mo rò pé rally kan wà tó bá wọn lọ. The most important vehicle tó ń gbé lọ sí rally ni mo ní windscreen ẹ̀ fọ́, and all we could raise was 30,000 naira for her. I wish I have extra money that would have been added to that, but owó tẹ́ni tada sí super rally has been exhausted, and we don't even have anything left. So let me come back to the call on the line. Let's take your call. There's a bit of feeding noise from you. I'm not sure why. Okay.
The noise is not from me.
All right. Go ahead. I'm going. It's on.
Noise here.
Go ahead.
Okay. More decision coming pertaining to the rally.
Okay.
So I thought November 4. I don't know what's going to happen, but I prayed about it.
Okay.
Moribe, àwọn èèyàn jáde wọ́n kó flag yẹn pọ̀ gan-an. The place was overwhelming in every state of the country. was so overwhelming. One was soldier. Àwọn akọjú ìbọn sí àwọn èèyàn.
Okay.
So bí mo rí bí àwọn sójà yẹn ṣe ń yìnbọn, mo ṣáà rí pé àwọn èèyàn wá ń kú nínú igbó.
Okay.
Wọ́n gbé àwọn sójà yìnbọn sí wọn kú. So bàtà tí wọ́n wo àwọn tó wà nípò yẹn, wọ́n á rí pé gbogbo àwọn Fúlàní ní ìlú kan, mo ṣáà rí pé wọn náà kú tí ẹ̀jẹ̀ yẹn pọ̀ gan.
Okay.
So but when I actually got to church, mo sọ fún one of my elders, let us pray for Nigeria.
Okay.
Because I don't know what happened November 4.
Okay.
Only November 4 back in there. I saw it.
All right.
And I saw Yoruba nation and I saw people dying, but there were not Yoruba people dying.
Okay.
So
All right.
that is what I saw.
Okay. All right. Somebody wants to join on the second egg bombing. Ṣé November náà fọkàn ní America independent àbí mi mo kàn án zoom bẹ́ẹ̀ àbí July? Okay, July in America ti ṣe tiwọn. Èmi mo tún go backwards. All right. Ṣé gan ni? I think somebody wants to come in. Okay. Remove from live video. Okay. So ẹ ti jáde tẹ́lẹ̀ ni. Okay. I've removed that person anyway. Let's take more call. Adekunle Adepoju kò ní bàjẹ́ fún gbogbo ẹni tẹ́ wà ní Texas. Let's ask critical question. Our concern should be asked. Ẹ má ẹ̀ka àìdẹ̀ pé àtòrí pé ti bá lọ pé kí bọ̀bọ̀ Koiki tó máa ń ranjú yìí kó má lọ gbà sí fún mi. Let's ask those tedious critical questions. The ones that we can answer, we would answer it. The one we cannot answer, we will just allow it to be on Shimon's or to I allow it to pass. Hello, caller, you're live on the show.
Yes, good evening, sir.
You're welcome, sir.
My question is this, the mega rally that is coming.
Okay.
We are not really talking about what the boundary will be, like the Benin, are they going with us? I mean, the Edo. Is there anything is going to happen?
Okay, all right. Let me answer that based on what I heard from Babakin Toye. You know, it's not me. You know, they are the leaders. I'm just a media. Okay, so that people will be like, no, it doesn't work like that. What I heard him was he was asked a question regarding how many Yoruba nation consists. Yoruba nation consists of 6 states. Somebody asked that question, and he says Yoruba part of Kwara, Kogi, and Delta State. He was then asked, how do we bring them back? The question is, we have a map of the Yoruba nation already, which I'm going to start bringing onto the screen very, very soon. Printer for, you know, because it's the studio. He says that part of those Kwara, Wari, Delta, and Kogi. And he also says that we have submitted the map already to the United Nations. So maybe when people talk about the Edo part of Nigeria that are Yorubas, already the way Nigeria is, I think everybody understands that it has been carved away from the Yoruba territory. I'm sure you know that.
Yes.
So that means if we are really pushing the boundary that we want to take it now, we are also telling, remember what we are doing is also international. In terms of how even though we know they are part of us, but the way Nigeria has been structured, and it says here, Benin is not part of our country. That's all it says. So maybe you have something to add to that.
The only thing is that maybe Bataba declare, maybe they themselves, maybe they are willing to join, or they will decide, or we don't, you know, do you think maybe they will?
Well, like you already answered it. I think you answered the question as well. Let them make those decisions. Well, yeah.
Another thing again is that during the back declare mega rally, I think one thing Timothy will be advised people about flood the social media, like posting what is going on out there. Live at media technology.
Okay.
Facebook,
well, apart from that, let me help you with that. From again the question that was asked by Baba, the international communities will be alerted, and I'm sure you know the word meaning alerted. So even if Koikimedia is not working, the international community will already be alerted on what we are planning to do right now.
Okay.
All right.
That's my question.
Okay. Eshegoni, thank you so much. Let's keep the question coming. Emma Fisino Okoyin, you know, but not the one that is a bit of gossip. Emma, I don't tolerate that on the platform here. Okay. Not okay. Ma send the account number me. Your country promise one 20,000. Lale, ma send this one part of the support because it's not a windscreen office service motor. Motor ain't going on siren motor to man loan in rally. I'm sure some of you must have seen that as well. The number to call, don't be scared. Let us call and be reading your comment as well so that it becomes more interactive. Bashiru says, and I quote, callers and viewers, we should try and raise some money for the vehicle to be repaired tonight for Iyajagun. Please, 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 let's send the money to Koiki to send to Iyajagun. Somebody has already says, as you send the account number, 20,000 will be given to her as part of the donation as well. Hello, caller. It's alive.
Mr. Koiki.
Yes, sir. Ètò ni àlàáfíà àmọ́ ti sùn.
Láti location 9
momentan sọ̀rọ̀.
So nǹkan tí mi kàn bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ àwọn èèyàn fún ni pé mo fẹ́ kí anybody fọkàn balẹ̀.
Okay.
Káàkiri máa dóde àsìkò tó máa ná sí mega rally fún wa ni.
Okay.
So àwọn gan ti gbá ilé everybody ti dúró.
Okay.
Even though gan àwọn tí ò tí ì jẹ́ ìtẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn gan ti ń fọkàn sí pé àṣìbẹ́ ní wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe rally ní ìfọkàn balẹ̀.
Okay.
Ẹ máa wọrí ara ní táìmù ń bọ̀. And mo fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn believe kan ní wípé tí táìmù yẹn bá ti tó àwọn tí wọ́n join láti sin tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn náà máa padà join wa.
Okay.
Wọ́n máa padà join wa. And again, nǹkan tí mo kọ́ fẹ́ sọ fáwọn èèyàn wa ni pé àwọn Nigeria government gan ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n. Káwọn èèyàn má káyà àti wọn sọ àwa àti Yorùbá káwọn má káyà àti wa sókè. Àwọn tó jẹ́ Nigeria government gan ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n gangan fúnra wọn. Because àwọn tó jẹ́ wá tó jẹ́ ti Yorùbá ti wá tó wà nínú politician ẹ̀rù ń bà wọ́n. Because pé kí ni wọn ò fẹ́ náwó wọn síta mọ́ bìkọ́ àwọn náà ti rí tọ́rọ̀ ń lọ. Tẹ́ bá wo gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ń sìn gbogbo títí ti bàjẹ́ gbogbo ẹbí ti bàjẹ́ kákẹ́pẹ́ lẹ́sàn bọ̀ pé bóyá torí ẹ̀lẹ́sàn ni wọ́n fẹ́ náwó wọn kì í ṣe báyìí tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ pé wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe dìbò àbí wọn dìbò. Ìbò yẹn gangan náà máa fi ń jíjà àwọn èèyàn máa sáré ṣọ̀nà wọ́n máa fi ń kójú àwọn èèyàn jọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ìsìn wọn ò sí anything mọ́. Because àwọn náà ti rí i pé táwọn bá ń náwó yẹn sìn wasting of money lọ́jẹ́ fáwọn because wọ́n mọ̀ pé country tiwa ti dúró rẹ̀ di wọn àdẹ̀fẹ́ waste owó yẹn mọ́.
Okay.
Wọn ò sí anything ni mọ́ tẹ́ bá gbogbo ọ̀nà pátápátá ti bàjẹ́ ẹ lọ kọ̀ọ̀fà Èkó lèmi wà gbogbo everywhere ti scatter traffic lọ́tọ̀ traffic lọ́sí ni because lórí pé kí ni wọn ò fẹ́ náwó mọ́ so ẹ̀rù ń bà wọn gangan fúnra wọn gbogbo ilé tán ṣe tán rí táwọn èèyàn tán ṣe káàkiri agídí náà fi ń ṣe kọ́mọ̀ṣẹ́ láì mọ̀ ṣe nǹkan kan ni so tó bá tó stage wọ́n ní tó bá tásìkò àti ṣu wàhálà ni.
Okay.
Mo fẹ́ káwọn bàbá àwọn èèyàn fọkàn balẹ̀
ọ̀rọ̀ gbìyànjú again. Eshegoni Baba, thank you so much. Please do not call, you know, if it's not a studio line. Bawa, sure, just let me give you, you know, the studio number. Ask on the platform. People will tell you, yes, I can say 10,000 has been credited. So I will believe that 10,000 is towards the, I just saw the notification. About me reference, account me, there could be different money. And if we don't know the purpose, I call the phone, whatever it is. But tẹ́bá ti sọ pé Koiki owó yẹn kò ń ṣe tọ́dọ̀ tí Ìyájagun ni o màálé mọ̀ báwọn lọ ni. Hello caller láti ìlú Èkó.
Hello rọ́lá yóò wá láyọ̀ ẹ̀kálẹ́.
Ẹ̀kálẹ́.
Ẹ̀kúṣẹ́ takuntakun náà.
Èmi nìyẹn.
Èmi ò mọ̀kàn tí àwọn èèyàn ti fẹ́ máa gbọ́ mọ́ sí. Nígbà tí Ọlọ́run ti rán àwọn mẹ́ta tó gbé láyé dúró, ó rán oníṣẹ̀ṣe, ó rán Mùsùlùmí, ó rán Kìrìsìtẹ́nì. Pé kan báyìí Ọlọ́run ti gbàkóso. Mímọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń dààmú àwọn èèyàn àgbọ̀n jù ló ń dààmú àwọn ènìyàn.
Okay.
Pé wọ́n bí ọ̀ ní ọdún kan ìyàn ní kíyàn gbọ́n.
Okay.
Ìyẹn ní kíyàn gbọ́n. Ọmọ tó ń bí lè ní ó lè gbọ́n ju ẹ̀ tó ń bí lẹ́yìn ọgọ́dún lọ. So ẹni tó bá gbàgbọ́ kò gbàgbọ́ oúnjẹ ló mọ̀. Ìmọ̀ kò lágbára lọ́wọ́. Àtẹ̀tọ́gbàgbọ́ á ṣe ìṣojú gbogbo wa. Nífẹ̀ẹ́ ṣe àwátì. Káwọn ọlọ́kọ́ lè ní nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ òótọ́ ni. Ó ti dúró ọ̀nà ti gbé dúró àṣẹ àyè ti dúró ayérayé ni. Ẹ má bẹ́ẹ̀ tó lọ.
Thank you so much. And tó bá wà sure of the number ẹ kàn send WhatsApp ẹ má pè any mistake. I have my laptop here and I can monitor thank you so much. Èèyàn kan náà ti fún wa ní £100 towards that. It doesn't matter how much the money is, we will still send everything. They will need it for whatever it is, but they can service the car. It's a big car, it's a monster. Ó dẹ̀ ní siren lórí, and that is what they use towards the rally. And she's working very hard. And I'm not joking. Ìyá Jagun is working very, very hard. Ẹ jẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ Daddy Sammy. Àwọn lọ fún mi ní mọ́ flat gbogbo yín máa ń jealous yẹn láti America. Mute background daddy, mute background, mute straight away, mute. Ẹ ṣe gan ẹ̀gbọ́n mi Fatai kò ní bàjẹ́ fún yín, mo ti rí 20 lọ́dọ̀ tí yín náà. Even if we raise any amount, it will go straight to her. Ẹ ṣe gan ni gbogbo ẹni tí ẹ ti ń contribute so far. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń fún wa náà fún super rally. Ẹ ṣe gan ni o, ẹ má gbàgbé a ṣe need more money. Ẹ rí gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ̀ send káàkiri yẹn, owó yín ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. Ó yẹ gbóhùn sókè, Daddy Sammy. Thank you.
White Lion.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Send the account here.
Okay. I will.
Send the 20.
Thank you so much. Mo rántí pé after a couple of mo rántí bá tí mo wà ní soca tí bàbá ìbá pè mí Koiki gbogbo nǹkan lẹ nídò ó dá bye boom. And a lot of you did a lot, and at this stage, bó jẹ́ kẹ́ contact àwọn èèyàn yín directly nílé, it doesn't matter whatever. Remember pé mi kọ́ mo sọ, bàbá kí ló ló náà wá máa wà níta for a very long time, ẹ jẹ́ ká support wọn nílé. But the ones that we are doing on our platform, like I said, we are running round the clock, and a lot of things are being put back home. I'm sure some of you have been saying it. Some of those things we are not going to tell you, like I say, but ìtẹ́ rí yẹn. Mr. Koiki ẹ ṣe gan èmi kọ́ ni wọ́n ṣe fún ẹ̀yin diaspora àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà nílé kò ń ṣe pé diaspora àwọn èèyàn wà nílé náà tó ń fún wa ní support, and we can only say thank you so much once again. Ama Uche, and we are hoping that I have a new member caller that Tabari this Nnamdi Kanu ma pa nǹkan kan. Nnamdi Kanu is not going to die. He's going to come out. We will continue to ask the federal government, just allow him to go. Nigeria is not for the Igbo. It's not for the Yoruba, it's not for the Hausa. We want to have our own independent nation. So if you're watching me from the northern part, not that I hate you, but I don't want to be part of those countries called Nigeria. Hello, caller. It might be hold you a little bit.
No problem. Kale ọkọ mi.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ ma.
Ṣé láfíà ni àwọn ọmọ mi ń kọ́?
Àwọn ọmọ yìí ti sùn, láti lé wọn lọ́wọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀dì. Àwọn ọmọ Òdùà.
Wọ́n yọ̀dọ̀ máa tún wá jí láyọ̀.
Àmín.
Ọlọ́run á mọ́jọ́ ró fún gbogbo wa o, ọjọ́ ayọ̀ ló dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ fún wa o.
Àmín, ẹ ṣé gan ni.
Lọ́kọ́ mi, mo fẹ́ rán iṣẹ́ kékeré kan ní lójẹ̀jẹ̀ ní ìfẹ́ mi tí sẹ́yìn.
Okay.
Ní bá mi jíṣẹ́ fún Sunday Adéníyì àti Àdìsá.
Ìmọ́lẹ̀ Yorùbá.
Bá mi jíṣẹ́ fún.
Okay.
Bá mi jíṣẹ́ fún pé gbogbo abiyamọ ń gbàdúrà fún.
Wọ́n ń gbọ́ yín.
Kó má bẹ̀rù.
Ọ̀dà.
A lọ re.
Okay.
A bọ̀ re.
Okay.
A jáde ayọ̀, a wọlé ayọ̀, kò ní jáde lékú lọ́wọ́. Kò á ní fojú sunkún ẹ̀, gbogbo yín pátápátá bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lọlẹ̀ máa bọ̀ pẹ̀lú ayọ̀ ní pẹ̀lú dùnú àti ijó lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ẹ ń jà fún àwọn olórí, àwọn ogun ọ̀run á jà fún yín. Mo wá rí gbogbo yín sínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù o. Mo rì yín sínú ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù ayé yín ká. Ààbò Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú yín. Àwọn ogun ọ̀run á máa lọ́wájú yín, wọ́n máa bọ̀ lẹ́yìn yín. Ẹ ní bọ́ sọ́wọ́ ayé, ẹ ní bọ́ sọ́wọ́ ìkà o. Wá jíṣẹ́ fún Àdìsá.
To confirm.
Mo mọ̀ pọ́kùnrin ogun ni. Ó jọ kó má bẹ̀rù. Àwọn bí a mọ́ wà lẹ́yìn àwọn ogun ọ̀run dẹ̀ dúró tì. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ Jésù àdàbò gbogbo yín o.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. I think we have another person, watching. I've sent £40, and I say thank you so much. I'm trying to list what we are raising for her so that we have a round figure altogether. Yàtọ̀ sí Itama Fish Exchange Rate. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ order flag, your flag is already on your way. More flags is coming to location 9, but let's bear with us as we are walking around the crowd. Hello, caller. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi.
Hello, Baba. Mo ti send £30 orí PayPal fún mọ́tò ìyá yẹn.
Okay, thank you so much. And that again is another £30 that have come in as well. Thank you so much. Ti send details tẹ fẹ́ fún number flags yẹn ẹ bá mi send it. The new one.
Ẹ má bínú.
Ma check it. All right, ma check it. Èní àti lọ sí post office and we've shipped out a lot of flags that is going to US and UK and all over the world as well. Let's go back. Mo kí ọ̀kan tó ń wò wá láti Niger State. Ẹni tẹ́ ń wò wá láti Lọ́kọjà tí omi ti ya gbogbo everywhere. It's a very sad situation that Nigeria is really going through a very, very traumatic time. And the only way is just too big. Let's chop it down so that we can really take care of ourselves. Hello, caller.
Mr. Koki, ẹ kálẹ́ o.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò.
Ẹ kújọ́ mẹ́ta o.
Ọjọ́ kan pẹ̀lú ẹ̀jẹ̀ lọ mú chájà fún mi.
Àpètò Ọlọ́run máa bá mi dáàbò ẹ̀bò yìí wá mọ́ dáàbò gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ̀ wá ní diaspora náà tàwátàwá Nàìjíríà náà.
Lágbára Elédùmarè. Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, mo ti dìde, mo fẹ́ lọ mú kébù fóònù wa because a ti wà ní 20%. A dẹ̀ sí ní Nàìjíríà tí máa ní pé fóònù tán mọ́ mi lẹ́nu. Ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, ó ń gbọ́ yín.
So inú mi dùn púpọ̀ pé mo tiẹ̀ láǹfààní àti pè lálẹ́ ilẹ̀ lérí tá à ń pèpè fún Ọlọ́run ó jẹ́ ká débẹ̀ láyàtọ̀ àlàáfíà o. Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú gbogbo wa pátápátá o. Gbogbo ìgbà tá a bá sọ yí pé a declare Yorùbá nation gbogbo àwọn ọmọ wa àwọn fámìlì wa àwọn ìyá wa bàbá wa wọn ò ní fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ wa wọn ò ní fi ṣètùtù o. Gbogbo àwọn ọ̀tá Yorùbá pátá látòkè délẹ̀ tí wọ́n sọ fún wa yí pé nǹkan tá à ń wò lọ́ọ̀kan kò ní tó wa lọ́wọ́ àwọn ò ní jẹ́ kó ṣeé ṣe ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn látẹ̀ tí tá a fi gba Yorùbá nation.
Àmín. Àmín.
Gbọ́ first note kan lé ní.
Ẹ má jẹ́ kí voice note dẹ́rù bà yín. Ṣé Haúsá Fúlàní kan tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ àbí mi?
Yes, mo gbọ́ ní.
Ẹ má jẹ́ kó dẹ́rù bà yín, ẹ lọ fọkàn balẹ̀.
Orílẹ̀ ìṣọ́ọ̀kì.
Àdúrà ni kẹ́ lọ máa ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀fọkàn ṣẹ́rí mo fẹ́ kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí mo ṣe ń nà kì í. Ṣẹ́rí èmi ò fẹ́ kí spirit wa kó máa down with anything. So gbogbo èèyàn kan jókòó ń ṣe voice note, èèyàn kan jókòó ń ṣe fídíò, ó ń dẹ́rù bà wá, ó ń ṣe kíníkan kíníkan. Ìrìn àjò tó wà yìí ó ju psyche wa lọ, Ọlọ́run ló ní ìrìn àjò. Mo gbọ́ yín. Ṣé gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ voice note ẹ má tún gbé yẹn wá.
Àti dìgílẹ̀ kẹsàn wá wípé a ti máa dìgílẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ báyìí ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bọ́ síta.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni ìyá lálùbáríkà.
A máa délé tán. Àgbà Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú wa o. Ọlọ́run á ṣàánú wa. Mo wà nílẹ̀ láyà àtàlàfíà o.
Inshallah.
Ẹ bá mi kí bàbá mi.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni. Ẹ ṣe gan ni. Thank you so much. Bàbá. Yeah.
Last time tí mo lọ sílé mo send àwọn picture kan sí mi tẹ́ bá mọ ìyá àtọ̀ tó ń ta ẹja tó ń bá àwọn bàbá tó ń bá wọn lọ ẹ̀rọ ìyá tó bí mi nìyẹn o dádì mi ni chairman àdúgbò àwọn bàbá mo ṣe ní so mo ṣe láǹfààní àti pèlè ní
àdúgbò fọlọ ẹ ṣe gan ni thank you so much ẹ ṣe gan ni mo kí ìyá mi gbé mi lékè there is another £30 from one of our beautiful mother mama no wọlé kẹ àtà sí Nàìjíríà. Phone yet busy later on. The line is still available, and I'm reading a lot of the comments. Anytime you check with the government, I don't expect you to come out and be showing yourself that, I want to follow Yoruba nation, but let us all be preparing our mind. Pé tí Nàìjíríà bá pín, ó máa di wàhálà, ó máa di kinní kan. It might just be for a very short period of time. The world cannot allow humanitarian disaster so that Nigerian government will just kill everybody. Do you think that Nigerian government will kill everybody? I don't think so. They might create a collateral damage. There's no doubt. All if it bad on kokonje pe even all if it bad pot waje by blowing it out. I know what I can do. We're talking about the Fulani that are wicked. But that should not give us any concern. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. Koi.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín sá.
Ẹ kú ètò.
Ètò nìyẹn.
Àwọn ọmọ tó lọ ṣe rálì ní ìjọba táwọn ọlọ́pàá táwọn sójà máa bọ́ ní kó máa bọ́.
Wọ́n tẹ̀ lọ ṣe rally, one drive lọ ni. It was not even a rally, they were going. One drive gbàbẹ̀ yẹn kọjá ni. Kò tẹ̀ ń ṣe rally là ń ṣe níjọ́ yẹn.
Ṣé wàá rí báwọn ọmọ yẹn ti padà tán lọ bá wọn yẹn?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ó ti jẹ́ kí ọkàn àwọn èèyàn náà balẹ̀ pé yes, àwọn náà ti rẹ́dì fún anything. Ẹ wá wo gbogbo tí Nàìjíríà gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì ń ṣe ẹ̀rù ń bà àwọn gangan ọkàn wọn gan ò balẹ̀. Ṣé ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ yẹn ló wá sọ̀rọ̀ kan pé ilẹ̀ bàbá wa láwà yìí?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Ṣé ní ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ó ní kìí gidi? Fẹ́ tó bá láròjinlẹ̀. Ó ní kìí gidi. Now, anybody that would actually at the election máa ṣẹlẹ̀, àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀rọ máa bà wọ́n.
Okay.
Bóòlù ṣe wá bá nílùú èèyàn. Lọ́ sọ pé o fẹ́ gẹ̀ẹ́gbẹ̀rún.
Okay.
Kò yé mi o. Kò yé mi o.
Okay.
Tó Ọlọ́run ọba tó láyé tọ́lọ́run. Àgbè wá lékè.
Amen. Let me emphasize on this a lot. And I'm going to bring one of my Mommy Adebi, Egbomi Ayo. I might read your message that you sent to me in the morning. By now, we should even be preparing our policy paper and all that. Hello, caller, Lati Libya, Abi. She Libya and Abi?
No, Morocco. I'm calling from Morocco.
Morocco, sorry. Libya is 218. Morocco, almost the same. Libya is already 1 a.m. London is 7 minutes past. Toronto, New York is just 10 minutes past 7 p.m. Japan is already in the morning at 10 minutes past 8 a.m. From Morocco, good morning.
In the morning, 12:09.
Good morning, my brother.
From here.
Welcome.
Please, I'm not a Yoruba guy.
Don't worry yourself. I know that I can tell already. Just go ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you.
What I want to say is keep the fight money.
Okay.
I'm following you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, my brother. We will all come out of the construction country that we have been put together that have literally created havoc, pain, and actually trying to take away our identity. And there's no way we will allow that. I saw the Biafra going to the Liverpool stadium. It was so powerful. And people think they're not watching. People are watching.
No, everybody's watching.
Everybody's watching. The world is watching. So, okay, let me ask you, my brother, because this notion that we get all the time that the Nigerian government will kill every one of us. What is your take? I mean, what does the Biafra talk about? I don't know whether you guys have people like that from the Biafra.
They cannot kill everybody. How many soldiers does the government have? How many soldiers do they have? They don't have all it takes. When the time comes, we are going to tell them they don't have all it takes to fight. Okay. You are just doing the legal process. Just see whether the people that you are looking up to can intervene. If it's need to fight, you are going to fight. Okay. Because
we don't even fight. We defend. I don't even like us to use the word fight because we are defending our territory. If Biafra declare their land, they have the right to defend it. If we declare, we have the right to defend it. It's as simple as that. Yes. And anybody that doesn't want to listen becomes a treasonable felony. Yes. So thank you so much, my brother. All hail Biafra. Thank you so much. It is already been destroyed, spiritual realm. The remaining part we are doing now is just the physical aspect. Spiritual is gone, whether people believe that or not. Thank you so much. All hail Biafra. That is our Biafra brother from Morocco. Mo fẹ́ really beg Bomi sorrow, but Treasury Road is already UTI Jackmo. Bomi Ayo might be wọlé very soon because there's something we sent to me this morning. Hello, caller. Ẹ ṣe gan ni ìyá mi títí ẹni kí n send account number ẹ máa send ẹ sẹ́yìn náà ẹ go ahead ẹ tó pè wá.
Mo kàn fẹ́ kí yín ni mo fẹ́ kí yín gan and again I really want to appreciate the effort first consider the bond here. I'm just so highly disappointed so pé àwọn èèyàn wa they don't know how to manage information sir.
Okay.
Ẹni tó nǹkan tí wọ́n gbé síta yẹn is very high. Our information kan wà ká máa ń pè ní wa very classified. Tí mo bá sọ mo fẹ́ kí gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa kán máa bẹ̀rù that first notice nothing sir. Àwa mọ̀ ní we know how I was telling you my brother we know the genesis of it. Ifo gẹ̀ẹ́ni tó sọ nípa kíní ẹ̀ we know the fellow. Ara àwọn èèyàn wa àwọn let me tell you they went on undercover work. We don't expect although àtàrí tí kíní ẹ̀ lè àdé bàbá tó gbé síta wọ́n kàn fẹ́ fi gbà yìí ni we don't in fact we are highly disappointed. Àtàrí tí iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ á sí torí kó lọ leak. Those people they went and undercover to get some information. But we don't expect pé orú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ó máa leak jáde. Ṣẹ́ta bá sọ pé ọ̀dàlẹ̀ wà láàrin wa. Ìgbà náà we know what you are saying.
Okay.
So people should not be scared about that. Getting me? Come on, beru. You know we are armed and I cannot.
No. No. I understand.
So the first note, it's nothing.
It's nothing. Scaremongering. Thank you so much, my brother. That is, our own and only Treasury Road. There was something he talked about while he's coming in. Send similar Roy. Send similar Roy. This morning I received a message from this my brother, and he says, and I quote, to be honest, we need to start acting like a new nation. And I love that word. We need to start acting like a new nation. But how do we start acting like a new nation? We need to start assembling together people who will be representing us internationally through diplomatic relations. Dr. Kobion, during my interview, he did talk about, diplomacy, that they're even having a diplomatic, training in November. Program Elano. Part of what was said again by this, my brother, that is going to talk to us now. He also said, we need a think tank who will be designing, writing and releasing policy papers on the future and independent and self-sustaining Yoruba nation. Share it in any WhatsApp group. You don't even know the power of what you have. Instead of sending all this jargon and nonsense into the WhatsApp group, why not start thinking about policies in river area, in agriculture, in whatever field? I did told some people that made a complaint to me. I received a lot of different complaints. One, she saw group here, saw the policy, connect the YSDM, and then start delivering policy paper, whether they will accept it or not. This is what we should be thinking about. All I see in different WhatsApp group is repetitive of junks and junks and junks. And let me just allow my brother to speak right now. Hello, caller.
Yeah, Baba Koiki, and thanks for calling me back.
You're welcome.
So, Beshi, it's very, very important because we need to start acting like a new nation, and we really need to start coalescing. Kadema discourse. Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ kí Yoruba nation, new Yoruba nation, báwo la ṣe fẹ́ kó rí? In terms of our currency, in terms of our economy, in terms of our foreign policy, in terms of our, environmental sustainability goal, so many things la lè máa ṣe ní ìsìn. Nǹkan tí mi dẹ̀ fẹ́ káwọn gbogbo àwọn tó ń gbọ́ Bàbá Koiki lálẹ́, kí ni nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ ṣe fún ilẹ̀ Yorùbá? Àbí talent wo ni, ẹ̀bùn wo ni mo ní tí mo mọ̀ pé orílẹ̀-èdè tó ń bọ̀ yìí o, mo fẹ́ ìlú Nàìjíríà ó ń pa ìràwọ̀ mi, ó ń pa ògo mi, but tí mo mọ̀ pé tí n bá dé orílẹ̀-èdè yìí Yorùbá nation, mo máa gbé lárugẹ, máa fi bùkún orílẹ̀-èdè mi, máa fi bùkún àwọn ẹbí mi, ará mi. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn máa ronú nípa ẹ̀. Then káwọn èèyàn wá béèrè ara wọn ní question pé àtìgbà tán ti bí mi o sórílẹ̀-èdè sílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà o, èrè wo ni Nàìjíríà ti ṣe fún mi? Títí tí mo fi dàgbà, èrè wo ni Nàìjíríà ṣe fáwọn òbí mi? Èrè wo ni Nàìjíríà ni mo jẹ lórí àwọn ọmọ mi? Ìbéèrè yẹn káwọn èèyàn mú pépà kọ́kọ́ sílẹ̀. Iṣẹ́ rí a máa ń pè kọ́nà account, a máa ń pè ní profit and loss. Wọ́n á list profit. Èmi náà máa ṣe o. Màá list gbogbo profit mi tí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ti ṣe fún àti gbogbo losses mi. Màá wá gbé. Màá wá wò pé okay. Tí n bá wá wò ó ṣeé ṣe mo mọ̀ pé kíni loss máa ju profit lọ. Tòró ní kálukú níjọba rẹ̀, àwa là ń ṣe iná fúnra wa, àwa là ń ṣe health fúnra wa, àwa là ń fa omi sílé fúnra wa, wọ́n tún ní ká máa san tax ká tó gbẹ́ kànga ká tó gbẹ́ bọ́. So mindset yẹn táwọn èèyàn bá wá rí everything, mindset yẹn ni kó wá jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ mẹ́gàdárà yẹn kó ká wọn lára láti lè jáde. Àtàwọn ọmọ kéékèèké, káwọn ọmọ kéékèèké wà wájú, bóyá tí àwọn security tó bá rá àwọn ọmọ kéékèèké wájú, bóyá wọn á dojú ìbọn kan wọ́n ká máa wò. So ṣe rí wọ́n ní pé téèyàn bá ronú dáadáa èèyàn á mú ibi tí èèyàn kù sí. So káwọn èèyàn wá kí wọ́n lọ ru àròjẹ, èrè wo ni orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ti ṣe fún mi láti ìgbà tí wọ́n ti bí mi? Àǹfààní wo ni mo jẹ lórílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà? Àǹfààní wo gbogbo àwọn olóṣèlú tán ti ń rúlù láti 1960, over 62 years? gbèsè ń bá gbèsè ńlẹ̀ ni. So ìyẹn lèmi fẹ́ ṣí àwọn èèyàn wa létí o. Take a sheet of paper, do your profit and loss. Kẹ wá compare. Èèyàn wá rí because ìgbà míì téèyàn ò bá kọ àwọn kinní yẹn lẹ̀ èèyàn ní mọ̀ téèyàn kan rò tó rò bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe sọ àwọn tó bá level nípa policy nípa business nípa industry nípa kinní ṣé àwọn èèyàn ní àwa náà gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣe nǹkan fúnra tó yẹ pé
àwọn talent dẹ̀ pọ̀ jù èèyàn kan send proposal kan sí mi ilé ló wà wọ́n á wò pé tó bá jẹ́ pé ìlú tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni ọkọ ní láti inject nǹkan kan ó ní kí n bẹ́ẹ̀ pò mú ní ọ̀rọ̀ ẹni tó wà níwájú mi nísìnyí bá ṣe fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation because kò sí nǹkan kan tẹ́ lè ṣe nílùú yẹn tó máa prosper àfi àní màmá tèmi kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà torí exchange rate ní 1991 wọ́n ṣe ń sọ pé Nàìjíríà fẹ́ work it's a waste of time.
Can you imagine? But lágbára lọ ṣe rí Yorùbá ni àwa náà a máa ṣe product I can see it I can envision it pé a máa kọ pé product of Yorùbá land product of Yorùbá land bó jẹ́ ṣàánú la ṣe product of Yorùbá land bó jẹ́ káà la ṣe máa kọ project of Yorùbá
made in China bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
ṣe rí gbogbo mi làwọn sport nǹkan kan tán ṣe wọ́n máa gbé wáyé.
Formula 1 ẹ má bínú ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ẹ mọ etí Formula 1 tó ń pa fún àwọn òlù tó ń gbé lọ ní ọdọọdún ẹ mọ etí tó ń pa mo ń bá yàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ bí àwọn moment mo ní ẹ̀yin imagine gbogbo local government wa kó ní local airport kò ń ṣe capital ni mo ń sọ kò ń ṣe pé capital state o gbogbo local government wọ́n lè ní smaller airport kékèké tó yẹ kó o lè lọ fly láti ibẹ̀ o lè lọ connect láti ibẹ̀.
àwọn èèyàn máa ń ríṣẹ́ sí Yorùbá country will be a 24-hour economy non-stop.
ilẹ̀ ti ṣú burúkú o lè travel nísìnyí tó náà lọ sí Mẹ́kọ̀ láti Ìbàdàn ní táìmì yìí Fúlàní máa jẹ ẹgbẹ́ nìyẹn.
kẹrin tàbá gbàdẹ àwa àdàyà sọ à ń bọ̀ nílé we are ready we want to develop our father's land. Yoruba land. We're coming. We have ideas.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni.
We have ideas. We have things.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo kí gbogbo àwọn chapter kankan láti YSDM ẹ fowó sí account the main account ẹ lọ fowó síbẹ̀ ẹ má jẹ́ ká ní ànídòwó ẹ jẹ́ n padà lọ sókè lọ́wọ́ again the number has been posted continuously ẹni tó bá wà aware of the number ẹ send mi ní WhatsApp. I know there is more money coming in but ẹni tó bá ṣáà send owó sí Ajagun ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀ wọ́n máa ń pé èmi máa fi jó gẹ̀lẹ́dẹ̀ ni o mo ń ṣeré ni o ẹgbẹ́ òsókè ẹni tó wà lórí line. mo ń gbọ́ yín mo wà pẹ̀lú yín.
hallelujah o.
kí ló dé ẹ ń get mi tẹ́lẹ̀ ni.
ọjọ́ pàápàá pé mo ti wá bí ṣe máa pè é látijọ́.
ok mo rí mẹ́sẹ̀gì kan lánàá yẹn kan ó ní láti August làwọn ti fi fún mi lówó àwọn get mi mo ní wàhálà wà nìyẹn ẹgbẹ́ òsókè ìyá mi.
ìṣú ẹ lọ ẹ kúṣẹ́ o.
àjọ ń ṣe náà ni mà.
mo ta gbogbo kó wa ò pè ní gbọ̀dálẹ̀ o.
àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
ẹ wo special greetings to your wife.
ó ti gba kámú.
for allowing us to use you.
wọ́n ti gba kámú wọn ní
God will
choice.
bless her.
wọ́n ti gba kámú wọn ní choice.
God will bless her.
àmì Jésù Kristi.
ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tẹ́ bá ṣe tán.
ok
ẹ bá mi fi àkáǹtì ti yín.
ok
àti ti kìíní ẹ bá fi méjèèjì sórí WhatsApp mi.
ok all right I will do so. All right then ẹ ṣé gan ni all right ẹ má bí mo kẹ́ẹ̀dì nọ́mbà wọn ni all right ẹ ṣé gan ni ma thank you so much èèyàn kan náà fi fún wa ní laptop láti ibìkan ní US ẹ ṣé gan ni once again I cannot appreciate Adekunle Adepoju in Texas and likewise every single one of you let's take the more calls gbogbo iná lẹ máa pè ẹ béèrè àwọn tedious questions tẹ́ ẹ bá wà sure ẹ ń bẹ̀rù ni ẹ wọ́n máa ṣe nǹkan kan ni let's ask those questions kátà fi jẹ́ kí mind wọn máa lọ sí ibi tí àwa gan fọkàn sí ẹ gbóhùn sókè and I know the last time dadi wa yìí pé it took us through a pathway even fẹ́ tó stage kan ní mo rántí pé Bashiru náà kí wọ́n pé bàbá ẹ̀rọ fẹ́ sọ ti tó ẹ máa lọ I'm done where he wants to go tonight ẹ mute background ẹ bọ́ ẹ má jẹ́ pé àwọn ọmọ òdua rẹ̀ ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́yìn that's fine with me ẹ gbóhùn sókè mo ń gbọ́ yín sà. ẹ kálẹ́ dáre.
ẹ kújọ mẹ́ta.
àwa ni ẹ sà.
púpọ̀ nǹkan tó ń tẹ̀fẹ́ sọ ó sì yàtọ̀ díẹ̀.
ok.
then gẹ́gẹ́ bí nǹkan tí ẹnìkan sọ pé ó ti yẹ ká máa heart.
As we should be acting like a new nation, okay?
As a new nation. I think sọ̀rọ̀ nípa restructure. That restructure jẹ́ nísìnyí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwa Yorùbá nation. Yàrá náà ní láti I'm coming let me finish. Jẹ́ àwa náà àti structure ara wa náà.
Okay.
Jẹ́ àti structure ara wa náà.
Àwa wo là ń sọ yẹn tá a bá ní àwa ṣáwa tí àwọn board ẹni sọ ẹ̀mọ̀ pé àwa pọ̀ ṣé àwọn tó ń gbọ́ ṣé àwọn media ṣé àwọn organisation tó ń lead ẹ̀. Okay, gbogbo wa generally.
Gbogbo even gan ká sọ pé àwọn aṣíwájú wa.
Òun náà ni mo ṣe break it down ẹ̀mọ̀ pé gbàtẹ́ nípa àwa ẹ̀mọ̀ ká gbọ́dọ̀ break it down kó lè yí àwọn èèyàn dáadáa.
Àwọn aṣíwájú wa.
So we are talking about the YSDM, the Global Directorate, those that are in the front that are making the lead, if I'm right.
Those people that lead us,
okay, including the media, okay.
Professor,
okay. Ẹ má bínú nítorí pé tó bá ti dábàá ti ń rí owó inú mi máa ń dùn ní ìyẹn tó fi promise for £100 wọ́n ń ṣeré wọ́n náà ti make payment and thank you so much, so that is confirmed, it's ticked. Ẹgbọ́n sókè mo ń gbọ́ yín dáàdì.
So kí ni mo fẹ́ sọ nípa structure ó yẹ ká ti ní a reliable structure.
Okay, reliable structure. Kí ló ní by that?
Reliable structure. Káàgán náà ti gbé òfin kan jáde. Ká ti make a registration kan.
Okay.
These are leaders.
Okay.
You know, gbogbo sọkúsọ tó ń jáde lẹ́nu mẹ́ta because everybody will commit ara wọn.
Okay, if we're interacting, I don't want you to be the only one talking. Media, I interject all the time, even though people don't like me to do so. Is that not a structure that we are seeing now with something like the YSDM? You know, let's have a structure, the Committee for Finance, this and that. You know, is that not the same thing that we saw when I brought Dr. Kibion Ukosi to come and talk to us what they are doing from the Yoruba, central office in terms of helping, connecting and all that? Is that not what the Global Directorate is doing? Is that not what the Yoruba world media is trying to put together to have a system that works? It might not be perfect. I'm just, maybe it might be different from the intention already,
a structure as a country.
Okay.
Yeah, let me follow the structure as a country. Irú òfin tí ó wà ní irú sọ pé sọ nípa Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ pé foundation kìíní wà okay.
Mo rí comment YouTube yẹn. So, but ẹ mọ̀ ń gbọ́ yẹn máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ.
Irú structure yẹn mú ká ní
ẹ fún wa ní one example so that we are not just parabolating because of the time. Ẹ fún mi ní one example and let's work with that.
Example tí mo as a nation ó ti yẹ ká ní code of conduct tí àwọn máa tó jẹ́ pé ó bọ̀ǹdù wa tó fi jẹ́ ká recognize aṣíwájú wa tó fi jẹ́ ká recognize àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan tó ṣiṣẹ́ fún wa.
Okay, is it not because, you did talk about that, and it's part of the question that was asked 2 weeks ago from Babakintoye, when people were asking, all this fighting, blah, blah, blah is going on. It did say that, like, we are interacting now. It did say, and I quote, we don't have a law now, so it is difficult to have the code of conduct. But you are disagreeing with such. We have a code of conduct here.
Ṣe rí gbogbo nǹkan pé àwọn nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ lórí mídíà tó jẹ́ pé oníkàlùkù kàn wẹnu lóríṣiríṣi because kíní yẹn ò tí ì ní túmọ̀.
It's because we don't have the country yet. That's what it's the same thing. Tell someone we don't have a law now. It is so difficult to have code of conduct. But we expect that after a declaration from where he says transition government must start to operate after our declaration, and those kind of code of conduct will probably start operating. And then people can be saying that, oh, media compulsory. No. Media yẹn kò tẹ̀sí lára ó consult ẹni, which he has the right because it's social media. But àwọn tó bá máa bá wa ṣe in the country, they must follow the code of conduct. Okay. All right, Eshegon, thank you so much. Let's hear from somebody else. I mean, the last time he called, we had a lot of, in and out as well. But I think we want people to ask questions, burning questions. Keep the support coming as well for the super rally. And this remember, I'm going to the èmi máa ń fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ owó torí pé àwọn kan máa ń bẹ̀rù, èmi ò bẹ̀rù, because owó la máa fi ṣe nǹkan. Gbogbo ẹ̀rín àwọn èèyàn tán ní Koiki àríkọ́gbà owó yín ló ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Ó dẹ̀ ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni. The more we have, the more we will do. Ẹgbọ́n sókè, mọ́mí wa à ń gbọ́ yín.
I have two things to talk about.
I'm listening.
Number one, what is that the man just left now say? He said about structure. I'm thinking what he mean by structure is about how do we want our country to look like? What structure are we going to follow? Like this afternoon, my head always working like that. It just come to my mind that how do we want Yoruba school, our school, to look like? Immediately, my mind is telling me, in that school, we have to get big school, and the big compound, the big one, which they can build upstairs. And there we have basketball for our children. Like I now said, now they will be taking our children to go and learn how to swim somewhere. We have to put it in our curriculums, how to go tour with our children to one place or the other to see what is going on there. It just kept coming like that. That is one structure. Okay. How we want our school to look like.
Okay.
Standard school.
Okay.
To have, whenever they are doing our children have to be there because Ọlọ́run fún wa ní ìmọ̀ àti ọgbọ́n yìí. So one body exercise what God has given them. This is number one. Our hospital, immediately sometimes you tell me, look at the Houston hospital. I was there when they started this thing. Look how it looked like.
Okay.
If you can walk in your car, nínú bẹ̀yẹn wọ́n níbi kan tó ń jẹ ilé, àwọn èèyàn lè rent, àwọn tó bá sì tọ́jú lówó.
But can we do all these things now while we're still in Nigeria? Is the question.
Challenge. So this thing we have to have it in mind and be planning towards it.
Okay, all right.
Okay. And secondly, that is the first one. What I want to talk about is that our seaport.
Okay.
Read it that they are giving our seaport to Chinese. And now started coming into my mind that what is wrong with these Nigerian people? So if we want, I don't know how it comes to my mind. I say I will discuss with you.
Okay, but all these things that you have actually, that is Sosila, as sweet as it is, can all these be put in place while we are still in the system, or we just have to plan in which it can then be materialized?
We just have to plan it down.
Okay, so somebody needs to start preparing the planning for all these.
That's what I think the man is trying to say, that there should be somebody, there should be a committee which is doing it. This is, Mama Onitiri normally saying that all these things, they have to be planning it down. Because I'm hoping, it is our faith, the hoping for what is not even come up, but we're hoping for it to materialize. And when it come up, this is how we want our nation to be. If we look at the structure of London now, you see that everyone looks like alike. But they have their plan. Even what they will do in 10 years, they have already have the plan today. Okay. This is what I'm trying to say.
Okay. Thank you so much, Eshegon Yawa. Once again, key question. I'm just getting one that is also coming here on my WhatsApp, and I believe the person is watching me. He has asked, what is the situation of things as per Yoruba nation with a question mark? And also, when is the mega rally? Please do not call, emoji venture, when number don't place here is the wrong number, I will block you straight away because me, and you are somebody that sent me a voice note and I listen to your voice note and I try to reply you. Do not disturb the broadcast. If you don't know the studio number, just leave it like that. Again, the person asks, when is, the declaration? I did say coming up soon. He's not happy with that answer. I say soon is not an answer. Soon is too ambiguous. Soon can be 2025. Let me say this categorically. As Koikimedia and as a spokesman for Igbo, there will be a lot that is coming up. Whether you believe it or not is entirely up to you. I don't have to go into all the details. So when I say coming up soon, I know what I'm talking about. You might probably be there watching and be into the Solati 1 month in here, into the Sokinikon here. I don't care. But one thing I can tell you is, from what I know, it would happen very soon. I'm not going to give you any details more than that. It doesn't matter, how you twist it, how you do it. And when that soon comes, there will be a lot of things that will then take up as well. The first thing is the super rally is going to happen this year. There's still enough ample of time, as much as a lot of us want us to tell you when. I'm not going to give you that answer. I am the closest. I've told you that after Igbo's mother, after the wives, the children, I am the next most closest person to him, and I'm not boasting about that. I can call him now, he will pick up my phone. He called me at 2 o'clock last night, even though I was sleeping. I called him this morning, he was sleeping as well. And that led me to some other calls. So that shows when I say it is going to happen. But we are not giving all those details out. When I sit here, Abuja is watching me. So when I say it's coming soon, if you're not happy with that, then you have to keep waiting until it becomes mature. Hey, I'll probably just leave it like that. Let me go to Ireland. Let's keep the burning question coming. I would try my best. When it's security question, I'm not going to answer, but ask those questions that you think that even if it's stupid question, and I'm looking at the comment section as well so that we can pick up some of your comment as well. I'm not seeing much comment coming from Koikimedia. Hello, caller, Lati Island. Everyone's okay.
Hello, Kaleta,
Okay. Okay.
Look, I just want to mention one thing about the maths or the constitution.
Yes. We have a proposed one. I don't think some of you knows that. Go and read it. Koikimedia on the Yoruba document files. www.koikimedia. They've done one last year, and Omojola, my very big brother there in US, and they've done another one. Eloka, you might come gbogbo wọ́n ní Koiki àwọn orí àwọn kankan bẹ́ẹ̀ mo send message sí wọn come back wọ́n ní Koiki àwọn dúpẹ́ àwọn tí báwọn tó ṣe sọ̀rọ̀. It's not a constitution, it's a proposed constitution. Why are we not having different policies being put together right now? And then when we have the nation, we can tender it, we can remove this, we can put that together. Because when we say we are in, we must slow. We want to be in. Am I being more disturbing? Mo ti gbẹ́nu mi dákẹ́.
No, nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ try láti mẹ́nubà náà ni pé ṣe nípa gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ constitution àbí tí màá yẹn sọ gbogbo kínní ó máa wáyé kò tí gbogbo nǹkan step by step ni because for the start mọ́mí wa tó sọ̀rọ̀ tó ń sìn náà àwọn náà kínní yẹn náà ó jẹ́ nǹkan ó dàbí something táwọn náà sọ nípa pé báwo ni orílẹ̀-èdè wa ṣe fẹ́ rí báwo ni àwọn school ṣe fẹ́ rí báwo ni ṣe rí gbogbo kínní to be honest dábàá go back as far as back nígbà tí bàbá Banji Akíntóyè tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ òun náà máa ń sọ nípa ọ̀rọ̀ pé bí ọ̀rọ̀ Olúwa ṣe máa rí rè kí ní kọ̀kọ́ṣọ́ bá la máa gbélé nǹkan báyìí la máa gbélé nǹkan báyìí la máa ṣe nǹkan báyìí la máa ṣe nǹkan báyìí la máa ṣe ètò àwọn script wa nígbà tí màmá onítìrí náà ń sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn náà ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa same thing wípé okay o àwọn school àwọn ibi táwọn báyìí o invert government school gan ó máa invert ó lè better ju
private school because nígbà tí tọ́wọ́n bá ti ní right into your consciences gbogbo kíní ìlú máa wáyé bọ̀ nǹkan tí òun yàwó yẹn wá sí ni pé we need to focus only on how to get out of that shit hole country. That's the most important thing to do ẹ̀kú wà lọ́kàn wa tá a bá kúrò then we can now do our own thing. I don't need to bother nípa bóyá tó bóyá kálukú ṣe ronú ni o but on my own side kí ni kò because tá a bá mú nǹkan ẹsẹ̀ kó nínú nígbà ẹni tí ó ṣe tó bí òwe ẹni tí ọbẹ̀ jó lọ́wọ́ tó gé lọ́wọ́ tó wá sọ ọbẹ̀ nù ọbẹ̀ yẹn ti ṣiṣẹ́ tó máa ṣe kí bí ìrìyàn ṣe máa bóyá ọbẹ̀ ṣe máa ṣe jiná òun ló yẹ kí wọ́n máa wá so now we need to just get out of that country first then káwa dá dúró tábà tí wàá dá dúró all the things gonna follow. So it definitely kò sí rally káwọn èèyàn kàn dáwó kàn ẹ̀bọ̀ àmọ̀ pé àwọn sọ pé ọ̀la wọ́n máa declare kíni kan no we need to take that gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ náà òun kàlù ọ̀hún mọ àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ àwọn kò ṣe pé wọ́n wà dọ́m kò ṣe pé ọ̀hún náà mọ wọ́n ní reason wọn tó ti dé gòkè ẹ jáde ẹ ká ṣe wá ìjọba so everything àwọn tó ń gbọ́ mi ẹjọ́ torí ọlọ́run everybody ẹ jẹ́ ká kàn focus on how to get out of that country ọlọ́run á dẹ̀ gbé wa délẹ̀ kiri lágbára ọlọ́run.
Amen.
That's my own conversation.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. I have to. I might override any call that is coming now. Is reason because Mofe logins system come and with too many things to that is Sam. I've seen your 20,000. You've sent a receipt. We'll try and work out how much we've raised later on. Ban check message, Mofe. Sorry, check message. Load the other phone, please. So let me Emma Binupe override the last call. So I'm calling you back now. Is a number here from London, 965. We have a lot of important people, and then we need to discuss those boiling questions. Hello, good morning. We are now at 12:37 a.m. at Wednesday as we continue to educate and enlighten ourselves. If we not learn, learn. Somebody said we should be acting like a new nation. Do you agree with that or you disagree? Hello, caller, you're live with me.
Hello, Mr. Koiki, this is Alex. Yeah?
Thank you so much. Good morning, sir.
I just want to highlight two things.
Okay.
I think it's very crucial.
Okay.
When it comes to the nation.
Okay.
I'm looking at today's grassroots. Where we can start developing because the people.
Sorry, I missed that. You're looking at the what? I had grassroots, but something was.
The grassroots.
Okay, the grassroots.
The main grassroots, yeah.
Okay.
And what I've come to realize is we have a will that rules the country into massive production, which is the people of Yoruba that we're going to get the freedom.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that we need to first of all, I've got two things to highlight here. How to unlearn to relearn and indigenous language transition. So now let's go to unlearn to relearn.
Okay.
We've gone through this adjective of poverty that has been installed either purposely on our people.
Okay.
And basically, for that kind of mindset, we need to unlearn some certain things because long side effects of long terms of these programs have caused a lot of immorality and in terms of our minds to grow things was utility. It has been demoralized. So we have to energize the people by setting up a program whereby
so let me cut in them. Sorry, my brother. So when we look at the kind of what the Dr. Aliu they're doing, with the Yoruba Gazette, something of sort, moving, the mobilization of the grassroots awareness, is that something, or we just need to add more to that?
Yes, please, because we need to do that because at the end of the long term of the alien indoctrination and the access for poverty that we've been installed upon us it has a side effect after decades of periods of time. And this has to be unlearned to relate because when we do that, then we start having our people thinking very critically. Like a lot of things that goes on that people can't think critically, they think maybe something, but the side effect that we have that maybe can't think deeply to reason or to be able to know the difference between this and this and be able to come to a reasonable conclusion. Number two, the indigenous language transition. We overseas and the people back home, we understand that English language is not our first language, right? It's a kind of a foreign language. We've been speaking this for decades. Right? We cannot just get rid of it and and say we want to pull Yoruba on top of it. It's not possible, but we have to start looking at the new generation coming in, that how we now start to make them balance with 50-50 equation, whereby they can both choose the language they want to speak for. A pirate language has to become to us Yoruba. So we have to install this in them, just the way we have it in France, in England, in America. So they have their pirate languages. So this is how we can start building that. It's not really good with the people that are adults right now, because obviously we've gone through different indoctrination about that. So we have to start with the young one coming, which has to be a lot of school facilities, that programs and syllabuses that always will work on this system to be able to bring the actualization of Yoruba new generations.
Okay. Wow. Thank you so much. And I think, I don't think I can add to what you've said, and to also say thank you so much, for taking that time, because a lot of us, when we sit here, we are also learning. People think because we sit here, on this beautiful desk and, talking to people that sometimes I don't even know who I'm talking to, as many of you that are watching me. But that input is very important. And I'm sure people that have watched or listening to these input will, also take advantage of it. Thank you so much, Mr. Adi. And, is that my little one there? But you didn't take me to this out,
They're waiting to come. They're waiting for the next.
They're waiting. I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to see them. I love them so much, and just as we love them. Thank you so much. Omo Duan here. Yami Elizabeth Moto Show. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's go straight to Mr. Tim here as well. Omo Dua as well. Hello, caller.
Hello,
Just as my last caller says, as much as Afe Maso Yoruba, we have to remember that we cannot just force everybody out of not speaking English. We need to understand that. I think so in boy, especially we have millions of Yorubas all over this globe that don't even understand anything called Yoruba, and we need them. They are very powerful. They can help the Yoruba nation that we are talking about, and we want to bring them on board. The new call on the line.
News kan láti àná mi ìdẹ̀rí kí àwọn social media tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa Yorùbá nation kan sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ẹ̀ dáadáa. Ẹ rántí wípé ọmọbìnrin kan Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Oyèlékè tí wọ́n pa.
Okay. Let me just to let you know, I can't turn my screen around, but I have it right here. Yoruba Nation rally, Coroner indict police in Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Oyèlékè's death. We wanted to talk about it. It's right in front of my screen. But sometimes but again, I would love to do that when I'm doing my software, where I can show you a lot of things. I do talk about so much. Koda one in picture, one in software, what your kuro lati joto tipa. But it goes okay.
Let's understand. If it aspect mo lọ gangan ni wípé on kàn rí lórí breaking news ní Channel TV ní àtàárọ̀ látànà. Then mo á rí kíni gan ló yẹ kó jẹ́ major topic fún gbogbo àwọn Yorùbá agitation social media kìíní àtàwọn tó ń ṣe blogging lórí ẹ̀, because kìíní ló máa encourage àwọn èèyàn pé
so
òtítọ́ ni wọ́n máa fáwọn èèyàn ní ìgboyà wípé so tó bá tiẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́kúṣe wọ́n máa mú wọn yóò máa jẹ́ kó fáwọn èèyàn ní encouragement pé so àwọn Yorùbá nation organization ò dákẹ́ lórí kéèsì ọmọ yẹn láti yọ nìyẹn so àwọn èèyàn wo àwọn social media mo lórí pé
we haven't done so much on it. Okay. Okay. All right.
So if I talk about the whole day, gbogbo social media kìíní bá fi whole day ṣe topic yẹn nìkan ó tó bẹ́ẹ̀, because ó máa jẹ́ àwọn èèyàn up nílé wípé so tá bá tiẹ̀ jáde tí nǹkan kan bá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa wọn ò ní gbàgbé wa wọ́n á jà fún wa, because nísìnyí wọ́n ti find àwọn ọlọ́pàá wọ́n ti indict àwọn ọlọ́pàá sí pé ọta àbọ̀ wọn lọ́ fi pa ọmọ yẹn.
Wow.
So ìyẹn máa tún fáwọn èèyàn wa ní encouragement wípé wọn tí nǹkan tó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ nígbà táwọn bá ń jáde fún wọ́ọ̀dì lórí Yorùbá nation yìí wọ́n kò lè lọ gbé ẹgbà so máa fún wọn ní so ẹ bá lè ṣe topic lórí ẹ̀ dáadáa kó jẹ́ máa jẹ́ breaking news throughout this week.
Okay, and I'll take that advice. And now that you say that, let us read a bit of that article. I will return your calls if you have called, but I'm not going to take any more calls for a few minutes. Yoruba Nation rally, coroner indicts police in Jumoke Oyeleke's death. Probably a lot of us have even forgotten what she looks like. So let me just bring that up on the screen here. Just while I'm reading that, I can have my, Jumoke. Òun ni wọ́n pa tí wọ́n fi yí mọ́ àwa, just as bó ṣe ń parọ́ mọ́ àwọn mẹ̀kọ́ nísìn, the mẹ̀kọ́ yẹn náà nísìn is the, I am facing the burn of the pressure because èmi làwọn ọmọ yẹn ń pè, and this is where people get frustrated, especially àwọn ọmọ yẹn. Wọ́n ní Mr. Koiki, ó ti jẹ́ ìnìkanlá láti máa pè. We want to speak to people, at the top, and we cannot get through to them, and they're frustrated, but we hope that, things will be resolved on the ground. So let me just show you this picture while I read a bit of Jumoke Oyeleke. So I'm sure some of you remember her. So let's quickly, just read that. Lagos State Coroner yesterday indicted. Let me give you the full meaning in dictionary. Indicted, because I want it won't lie. It might affect the brain gbogbo. So the word indict. The word indict. Formally accused of or charged with a crime. So gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá nation, ẹ jẹ́ kí ni wàá máa dùn pé àwa kọ́ la pa Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Oyèlékè lọ́dún tó kọjá lọ́hùn. Bí wọ́n ti ṣe pa àwọn èèyàn ní Lekki Toll Gate, bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n tún ṣe pa Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Oyèlékè. Kò sí nínú rálì o, but ìbọn ọlọ́pàá ló lọ pa Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Oyèlékè. So let me go back and read that article quickly, and then we take more calls. It's coming up to 1 a.m. I'll probably still have an hour, and then we will start closing the broadcast. A Lagos State coroner yesterday indicted the police for the death of a 25-year-old Omo Yoruba sales girls. Gbogbo tó ń tà lórí bẹ́ẹ̀ kò tó 10,000 naira. Wọ́n dẹ̀ fìbọn pàdánù kábíyèsí Elédùmarè. Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Oyèlékè, who was killed during the Yoruba Nation rally held on the July 3rd, 2021 last year in Ojota area of the state. The coroner magistrate Mukaila Fadeyi, who conducted the inquest, concluded in his findings ní àyẹ̀wò tó ṣe that the police shocked the disease and caused her ultimate death. Kò sí rally tá à ń lọ tá à ní káwọn ọmọ yẹn kọ́ wa lọ máa ṣe jàǹdùkú, kọ́ máa báyàn jà, kọ́ máa ṣe kìnnìkan. Magistrate Fadeyi held that the only logical conclusion the court can make from his investigation is that the disease died from a weapon by the Nigerian police. Ìbọn ọlọ́pàá ló pa, tọ́ra àwọn ìbọn yẹn pọ̀ jù. So kò kí ń ṣàwà là ń jẹ́ pàyànpàyàn. Nigerian government have been killing us for the last 62 years. From the last 1999 up to date, Jùmọ̀kẹ́ was killed by the police bullet. Ojúlóka àwọn ọmọ gan, wọ́n ti fi yìí mọ́ wa lọ́wọ́. The coroner also recommended that the Lagos state government, ìjọba tó ń bẹ níbẹ̀ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn, tí a máa sọ pé kò ní sí níbẹ̀ mọ́, whether you like it or not, Yoruba nation will be held. Ẹ bá máa bèrè pé nígbà wo, how soon, ṣé 2022 ni? We are not going to tell you everything. Should encourage the federal government to ensure proper training, retraining and reorientation of the police officer on the right to hold protests in a democratic setting. Ẹ̀gbọ́n òyìnbó bẹ́ẹ̀, right to hold protest, ẹ̀tọ́ wa ni, tábà ní a máa jáde, kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan kan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. So the fear that tábà jáde wá pa wá kọ̀ waste, ẹ má jẹ́ àwọn tó bá ń sọ yẹn, they are probably maybe illiterate, and I'm not trying to bluff. Because if anybody is saying in 21st century, wá kọ̀ pa gbogbo yín dànù, those kind of words are illiterate words. We will continue to pray for the family of Jùmọ̀kẹ́ Oyèlékè. So I want to take more calls and return your calls, those of you that have called as well. Let's start from this, our beautiful mother, irregular on our platform. Number tele pèsè náà ni +44 74 0440 5917. Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè à ń gbọ́ yín mà.
Brother, good evening.
A very good morning.
Àwa
ni ẹ mà.
Listening to what everybody is saying tonight is obvious pé àwọn kan ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ join struggle ní ìpàdé ṣe ń fẹ́ nìyẹn Olúwa ṣeun. There are so many things tí ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ lọ tí wọ́n mọ̀, like àwọn kan ti kọ, àwọn kan ti ṣe jẹ́ wọ́n ti ṣe passport àti ìgbà kan ṣe passport àti ìgbà kan ṣe.
The template of the passport, yeah.
But what I would now suggest, ẹ̀mí ò mọ̀ bóyá àwọn one of them ló yẹ kán kan ṣe lè àbóyẹ ká ní body kan tó máa collate ideas. They put all the ideas. So gbogbo àwọn tó ní new ideas. They are telling you you have so many things on your hand. Bọ́n ṣe ń sọ dábàá padà lọ́wọ́ kìíní yẹn a lè má rántí mọ́. So then we have to have a body tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo ideas yẹn you just tell them send your ideas to this, send your ideas to them. So they will now put them in database. So later when we are ready because our defense pàpàlàpàlà àwọn kan á máa ṣe lábẹ́lẹ̀ wọ́n máa collate àwọn ideas yẹn wọ́n máa mú ìtọ́jà wọ́n máa so because àwọn tó ti ṣe kò wí pé ìtọ́ṣe yẹn náà la the blueprint we still have to adjust it in many ways. That to become motherless there must be a body tó máa gba gbogbo idea. I have a very great idea for Lake Island to get to know but then I need to send it somewhere so wọ́n lè gbé you understand it might be right here ní àpapọ̀. The body will come out again. Okay. So you just coordinate those things.
Right. So thank you so much. Yeah. Go ahead. The
second point is ṣé mo pé ọ̀rọ̀ tó sensitive ni mo fẹ́ sọ sìn.
Okay.
Èèyàn àwọn tó ń jáde tọ́lú wọn ní politician kan sọ pé mi ìfẹ́ sọ because the very guy àjáwọn èèyàn pé tó bá ṣe àwọn ọmọ ilé báyìí kan lè ṣe orí wa máa pé. Mo ti sọ ti pẹ́ pé you should start irú yẹn èmi sọ ní personally I'm not saying it's Yoruba nation irú yẹn if I have the opportunity by now ilé àti tó bá dọ̀la kò wá tọwọ́ ìwé ẹ̀ tó kù tó fẹ́ sọ ẹ̀wọ̀n ni wá sọ pé so we need to start doing something fún àwọn opportunities tó sọ àwọn the politician tó wọ́n fi pè tí ọlọ́gbọ́n táwọn kan bá sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn láti pè síta àwọn leaders wa yẹn á ní láti fashion a way to start dealing with them. That's just it.
Eshegoni Yami Alalubarika, thank you so much. Let's get our calls coming in. Let's ask the question. Oh, I have called the studio link is not picking. It doesn't matter. There's over 100 missed calls so far. You have to be patient until your calls get through. Hello, caller. Go ahead. Live and direct. I'm going.
tá a ní £1 £2 ní ilé ìfowópamọ́. bó ni tábà wá declare ṣé àǹfààní wà fún wa láti gba owó wa padà ẹ má bínú sí ìgbésẹ̀ yẹn ó lè má make sense.
It's not gbogbo question will make sense and I don't like when people blame yourself for anything. Ẹ má máa ṣe yẹn, okay? Mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ máa wà bold. Ẹ gbọ́ mi anywhere tẹ bá wà ọmọ ẹ ṣe rí this notion pé àwa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí a special kan now please tutù ẹ̀ dànù tó bá jẹ́ iná lẹ́wà nílò òyìnbó ó wá depend anywhere o kò mean anything ẹ̀jẹ̀ kan náà ló ràn ìlú òyìnbó tá a kọ wà lọ opportunity ni tèmi náà bá wà nàìjíríà ní sí tèmi náà bá ń gbọ́ ìmọ̀ ọmọ oko ike bọ̀rọ̀ tí àfa ló pọ̀ tó àfa ló pọ̀ mí lọ́sẹ̀ wọ́n ní Koiki don come again o. Anyway, the question tẹ béèrè is a very good question, you know. Mo owó tẹ ẹni ẹ ṣáà máa sọ tó bá yẹ pé owó tó pọ̀ níbi kan wọ́n ní ẹ̀kan win bet naija 34 million wà lọ kírun ní mọ́ṣáláṣí gbogbo èrò bá tẹ̀lé lẹ́yìn. Anyway, in reality, even if we break up from Nigeria now, there will be a lot of things that will not just fade away straight away. Kì máa sọ ìbò tó pọ̀ jù kì máa pé bàbá yẹn ó ti fi kó wa lómi ọbẹ̀ jẹ. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ nǹkan sì máa lọ nígbà tí a bá pín kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà. A sì máa ní timeline pé ẹni bá ní náírà lọ́wọ́ o as an example ẹni títí di wákàtí báyìí títí di àsìkò báyìí kí ẹ fi make sure pé náírà yẹn kọ́ bí akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wá sọ́dọ̀ tiwa nínú báǹkì tí ó bá máa operate nílẹ̀ Yorùbá èyí tó bá níwọ̀n fi ṣe tiwa ó ní right láti palẹ̀mọ́ kó máa lọ sókè ọ̀yà.
Better.
As an example, tí First Bank ẹ máa ti lọ mo fẹ́ kẹ́ gbọ́yìn lágbọ̀ọ́yé dáadáa tó mọ̀ pé àwọn kan tẹ máa ń bèèrè tẹ́lẹ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ ní owó tẹ ń ta kòkó báyìí ẹ má sọ owó tẹ ní o bí owó yín bá pọ̀ níbẹ̀ ẹ ní láti lọ gba gbogbo owó yẹn jáde kẹwàá ní ọmọdé lọ kó ìpamọ́ sílé gbogbo báǹkì tó ń bẹ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ló ní rẹ́kọ̀dì gbogbo yín àtẹ̀mí àtẹ̀yìn so àwa ń sọ pé a fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation àwa ní kọ́ ti ilé iṣẹ́ kọ́ máa lọ. So ilé-iṣẹ́ báǹkì yẹn sì wà níbẹ̀ àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ tó máa wá gbé nísìn àṣẹ yẹn ò ní wá láti ibi tí a ti ń pè nílùú òkè burúkú tá à ń pè ní Àbújá yẹn tó bá wá náà wọn ò fẹ́ gbọ́ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tó jọmọ Yorùbá tó lówó níbẹ̀ ẹ ṣáà kọ́kọ́ bá wa kówó wọn kó tó máa lọ tẹ́yìn bá wá sọ pé àbá Mr. Koiki tó bá dá yín lóhùn kọ́ ìyẹn ló ń pè ní asset gbogbo wọn ló ní asset in tó ń bọ̀ ya àwọn èèyàn mọ́ in tó máa dùn gidi ní ẹlòmíì tí kò bá gbọ́ nǹkan tá à ń sọ alẹ́ tọ́ láti sọ pé asset tó níyẹn ó dà ń pé òfin gbọ́n tá à ń sọ for now iléeṣẹ́ yẹn tẹ̀sí tí paná àwa la ṣe máa gbélé lórí wọ́n ń pè bàbá kan ní Alphahead ó ní owó bí iyẹ̀pẹ̀ £1 million òun ló ní Harrods òun ti UK ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ò wọ̀ ó dẹ̀ ta iléeṣẹ́ yẹn fáwọn ẹlòmíì ó kó kángbá rẹ̀ ó lọ tó fi kúrò nílùú ìwọ̀ fún ní British passport so gbogbo pé àwọn nitty-gritty làwọn ibi tẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ léyìn ẹ̀bọ̀ ó dá ká béèrè torí pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ lówó kòkó báyìí ẹ má sọ yìí tẹ́ ní o owó yín wà safe so bó ṣe jẹ́ nìyẹn ẹ ṣe gan ni mo lè má sọ ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ but I'm sure you all understand what I'm saying. Let's take the next caller tàbádẹ́ rẹ̀ tó wà expert a sì máa gbá accountant kan wá tó lè bá wa ṣàlàyé lórí but ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ sọ pé yẹn ó ti ń pẹ́ ẹ bá mute background mo mọ̀ pé ìwọ lórí TV yín ẹ mute background yẹn.
Bàbá ṣàjùdí akínmúdì.
Ẹ̀gbọ́n sókè.
Anyway mo wà pẹ̀lú iṣẹ́. Question tí mo fẹ́ béèrè ó lè fọ́ ní o.
Okay.
But àwa tá a jẹ́ ọ̀dájú pọ́nbélé yìí mo fẹ́ kàn privatize ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n. Màá jẹ́ kan tó yẹ kí mo fẹ́ ní ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n.
Ẹ fẹ́ ní ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n.
Nítorí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọ̀dọ̀ wa bí private ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n mi. Màá wù yes. Àwọn ọ̀daràn tó yẹ kí wọ́n ní kankan ṣe mọ́ pẹ̀lú láìpọ̀ yẹn ó ní bọ́dí financial experiment ní ọgbà ẹ̀wọ̀n bí. Àwọn èèyàn tó wà bí wọ́n lè máa gbọ́rọ̀ tí mo sọ. Some prisons are owned by private people. Tó bá káàdì ní private prison. Àwọn ọ̀daràn tẹ́gbọ́n ọmọ nǹkan tó yẹ kán fi wọ́n ṣe yẹn wọn ò ní rójú ọ̀run wọn.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni bọ̀tẹ́ ẹ ṣe ẹ̀ ní wọ́n á jẹ́ kó máa ṣe exercise ni ẹ tún fẹ́ gba human right kúrò lọ́wọ́ wọn bàbá yìí ò dáa o because ẹni tó bá wà ní prison ó ní right láti jẹ oúnjẹ mẹ́ta nínú prison ó ní right láti shower ó ní right láti kọ lẹ́tà sáwọn èèyàn níta ó ní right láti receive letter àfi di ìlú tí ẹ̀rọ á máa bá àwọn èèyàn nọ́mbà tẹ́ máa pè sí I only have less than mo rò ká máa ṣe 1 hour but 1 hour la ní tó kù but if it's gonna be less than that I will let you know aago kan ló lù so in 1 hour's time a máa end program yẹn so that ká lè lọ fẹ̀gbẹ́ lílẹ̀ ká tún lè bẹ̀rẹ̀ láàárọ̀ la àti wà níjọ́ Wednesday àti wà ní 19 ẹgbọ́n sókè bàbá mi Ibrahim.
Ẹ káalẹ́ sà.
Ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ṣẹ́rí ibi tí máàpù yẹn Nàìjíríà wà lẹ́yìn yẹn ẹ̀yin náà wò mí lórí gbogbo mídíà ẹgbọ́n sókè ẹ káalẹ́ ìyá mi Joyce ẹgbọ́n sókè
ẹ káalẹ́ sà. Adẹ́kú ìgbìyànjú.
Àwa nìyẹn.
Ẹ̀rọ ọlọ́wà fún ìgbìyànjú wa.
Inshallah.
Èdè ìdèmí láti ní láti fi fún wa nímọ̀ràn lórí òfin tó bá fẹ́ kọ òfin wa. Ó náà ní nǹkan tá à ń pè ní ẹ̀sìn. Ẹ bá gbogbo nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ ẹ̀sìn dáadáa, ìjọba inú ẹ̀sìn lásán gan, ó tó ṣe tí fọkànbalẹ̀ máa wá ń bẹ̀. Nípa ìṣèyàwó ni o, nípa ìtọ́mọ ni o. Even Islam fún wa gẹ́gẹ́ bí òfin pé tó bá fẹ́ tọ́ ọmọ ẹ̀ o gbọ́dọ̀ mójútó ọmọ tó máa fi tó 40 years. Ó lè kó àdàbò kó máa pàṣẹ fúnra ẹ̀. Wọ́n gẹ́gẹ́ bí òbí. So àwọn òfin yẹn ni wọ́n dọ̀ wọ́ tọ́ ọbọnú ẹ̀sìn ilé tó dá ń bẹ̀. Ẹ wà Nábì Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ẹ̀sìn ló ń lò ìwà ló ń lò fáwọn ará Mẹ́kà lọ́hùn yẹn. Àwọn ìwà yẹn ló dẹ̀ kọ́ sínú òfin tó fi jẹrẹ́tì gbogbo ẹ̀yẹn kan wá jẹrẹ́tì gbogbo dídì ìdẹ̀rẹ́ Lárúbáwá wọ́n Lárúbáwá àwọn ìlú kan tẹ́gbọ́n burú kan gbà kan ni. Tẹ́ka àwọn náà kí ẹ fẹ́ bí Nàìjíríà ṣe rí náà gbà kan. Ọlọ́run fẹ́ tún wọn ṣe Ànábì ló rán sí wọn. So òfin yẹn tọ́nà tó wá gbé sílẹ̀ nígbà yẹn òfin tó ní fọkànbalẹ̀ jù ní. Ẹ wo wẹ́yìn ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mi wọn ní Saudi lẹ́nu. So ká jọ ń tẹ̀lé Ọlọ́run lórí gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá fẹ́ ṣe ajẹ́ kí ẹ̀sìn jẹ́ foundation tẹ́sìn bá ti jẹ́ foundation aláì òun ló ń fi dájú lórí bí Islam lè kọ́ pé bí ẹnìkan tí òòṣà nìkan ṣe kí náà Islam ní ẹ̀pin déédéé ẹ̀pin dọ́gbadọ́gba so ká jọ foundation kan tá a bá máa ṣe ká gbé sábẹ́ ẹ̀sìn ká má gbé sábẹ́ ìfẹ́ náà àwọn kan so ká gbé gbogbo ẹ̀ sí ká fi ẹ̀sìn ṣe foundation.
So tí bá gbọ́ yín dáadáa ká gbé sẹ́gbẹ́ abẹ́ ẹ̀sìn mùsùlùmí kìrìsìtẹ́nì àtòníṣẹ̀ṣe àbí abẹ́.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni tẹ̀yìn adé pin déédéé lórí àṣà kálukú pé náà àti kálukú ń lò lórí àṣà kálukú lórí ìgbàgbọ́ ẹ̀sìn kálukú gbé dání.
ọ̀dà ok
èmi náà mo pè é ní ọ̀sán.
Momento sọ̀rọ̀ orúkọ yín wà lọ́wọ́ mi momento sọ̀rọ̀ mo fi máa dárúkọ gbogbo yín délẹ̀ ní tí bá ti ń dárúkọ halfway torí pé I fẹ́ expose too many people. Ẹ̀yá mi Joy tí ẹ̀ ń sọ pé my son have some t-shirt to print for Yoruba Nation. He said he sent message to you but no respond. Kò má bínú ó wà ní school right now. I too need your account for the mega rally. Bí a kẹ tó ní kó pè mí kí a lè bá sort the problem out. Ọlọ́run àbá wa sort it out. Live program lẹ́ ń wò tí ẹ bá ń ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa. I have just 1 hour left. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi alálùbáríkà tó dáa ó ti wọlé tọ́ba dẹ̀ ti wọlé bẹ́ẹ̀ mo máa ń gbádùn ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ó yẹ gbóhùn sókè.
Bàbá mi ẹ kú ètò kò ní rẹ̀ yìí.
Aṣọ́dúnmarè.
In fact ẹ wo ojoojúmọ́ ni àwọn family mi máa ń gbàdúrà fún yín àti mi àti everybody.
Bọ̀ ilé tẹ wá níyàn kan tó máa wá fẹ́ mi láàrin family yẹn ni mo sì máa ń gbé yẹ̀wò lẹ́ẹ̀kọ̀ọ̀kan.
Àbúrò mi ni ẹ ti ṣiṣẹ́ gudugudu méje yẹ̀yà mẹ́fà.
ẹ má kíyàwó mi gbọ́ yẹn o.
Virgin ni I will compensate you with that virgin girl. You deserve it.
Ẹ ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ gbóhùn sókè.
You deserve it. Ẹ ṣeun. No, nǹkan ní pẹ́ mẹ́ta mẹ́rin kí a bínú náà.
Ó dà, à ń gbọ́ yín.
Àti máa fi. Now, nípa bọ̀dá, mo ń lọ back and front náà ní because mo wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́.
It's okay.
Bọ̀dá tó dá ìpínká gbé gbogbo àwọn constitution wá sí abẹ́ ẹ̀sìn.
Okay.
American constitution kò sí lábẹ́ ẹ̀sìn.
Okay.
Ó dẹ̀ stand. European constitution kò sí lábẹ́ ẹ̀sìn. Ó dẹ̀ stand.
Okay.
German constitution kò sí lábẹ́ ẹ̀sìn. Ó dẹ̀ stand.
Okay.
Kì í jẹ́ rí àwọn ìlú tó ní culture bíi even ní Rome wọ́n ní constitution kò sí lábẹ́ ẹ̀sìn.
Okay.
The same thing ní Israel wọ́n ní constitution kò sí lábẹ́ ẹ̀sìn. So any constitution tó bá wà any country tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ̀sìn ló ń darí wọn níbẹ̀ because ní mẹ́ta nísìnyí ó dàbẹ̀ ni pé ẹ̀sìn náà fi ń darí ìlú yẹn. So it's all about it's a religious country on its own. Ṣé mẹ́rin pé kò dẹ̀ sí bàbá yìí pé àtàbá fẹ́ tọ́ra wa jẹ tàbá ní pé a fẹ́ gbé ẹ̀sìn wọnú ẹ̀kọ́ kí n fi Bible tòlù kí n fi Quran tòlù constitution àfi tòlù constitution on its own. À ń fàdúrà tòlù a máa ń gbàdúrà fún àdàpàdé constitution là ń lò fún ìlú. Ṣèbí tó bá yẹ pé a fẹ́ lo ẹ̀sìn ní ìlú Lárúbáwá kò yẹ kó máa mu ọtí ṣèbí wọ́n pamọ́ mu ọtí hypocrite ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ níbẹ̀. So constitution wa máa ó máa wà gàbádáyà ni and it's going to be fundamental human right constitution. Now nípa bọ̀dá tó sọ̀rọ̀ nípa American prison yẹn ní tòótọ́ àwọn individual holes prison yard.
Ẹ̀bọ̀ àní jẹ́ kó máa di pé wọ́n níwọ̀n ní rọrùn yẹn ọ̀dà àti pé di kinní nìyẹn.
No Mr. Koiki àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ army criminal kan ti condemn.
Okay.
Àwọn kan wà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n wà ní maximum prison tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n ò lè tiẹ̀ pé wọ́n ò lè ẹ jẹ́ pé bó bá dé ìjọba àfàyàn ya ni ṣé irú yẹn lè fẹ́ kó lọ wọ́n dà wọ́n ló fẹ́ lọ síbẹ̀. Ojú wọn ti gbìràn wọn ti they go wide wọ́n ti sẹ́ tọ́mọ ẹgbẹ́ yẹn ti wà wide ó ti dàbí lion. Ibùn gan oúnjẹ iná fi na oúnjẹ sí wọn. So they are wide on their own. So irú àwọn yẹn irú àwọn ọmọ létí ní bí wa Mr. Koiki ẹni ọmọ Yorùbá tó bá ti ṣe ritual tó jẹ́ yahoo ẹ̀wọ̀n gbére ni o.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí constitution ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn
ẹni ọmọ Yorùbá tó bá lè.
Ẹ jẹ́ ká jẹ́ kí constitution ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn gbọ́n mi ẹ má yẹ kó jẹ́ pàwọ́ la máa ṣe yẹn.
Èmi ti wà ní Yorùbá nation àwọn tó bá ti wà ní Yorùbá nation ló mọ̀ declaration àti mega rally lèmi ń dúró dé bàbá mi.
Àmì ó kàn yẹ pé wàlátà tún sọ pé ọmọ yẹn pé ó dà pé òun ló máa fẹ́ lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ mọ̀ bí ẹ fi sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí kẹ́ tó lọ.
Ẹ kìlọ̀ fún wàlátà ò sì jẹ́ ẹyin ní ìjẹta ẹ jáde wá ṣètò ẹ ṣètò tó ẹ̀ mẹ́ta ní èdè.
Mo dẹ̀ rántí.
Ìjáde di tẹ́bí àná ẹ̀ ní to deserve rest. Ṣé nígbà tí débì dàgbà tó dàgbà débì kan wọ́n wá gbé ọmọ emergency lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ láti
ẹ máa jẹ́ káwọn ìyá wa yẹn ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sàn yẹn lẹ́yìn.
irọ́ kò ní ìdíkà sọ jẹ́ ìkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tó báyìí kọ́ mọ̀ a máa gbé ìyá that republic wide will give you the public wide.
ẹ̀gbọ́n mi yóò dà.
àkọ́bẹ̀ wọn ni wọ́n bínú wá tún sinmi.
ó dà ẹ ṣe gan ni ẹ̀gbọ́n mi yìí ọ ní ó dà ẹja lọ sí Libya aago méjì ti lù ní Libya àwọn náà ti sùn aago actually ní 1 hour to spend thank you so much so far to everyone that have contributed in and out with all the comments. I'm reading all your comments as well. Comment kan wá lẹ́ẹ̀kan tíyàn kan ní wọ́n ti set up àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó máa kó àwọn kan mò ń bọ̀ ẹni tó ń pè wá mo fẹ́ ka comment yẹn. Ẹni sir, I had that location 419 has set up a police to raid any Yoruba nation gathering in location 419 and collect their photos. Ibi ọlọ́pàá gan-an sọ pé òun lè lè lórí ẹlọ́ka lórí leadership máa share link ẹ̀ síta. The Coroner also recommended that the Lagos State Police, Momiwa Bola, number 10, wrong number ni o, government should encourage that the federal government, wọ́n ní kí Lagos State sọ fún federal government, we call proper training, retraining, reorientation. We have a reorientation of the police officer on the right to hold protests and the right ẹ̀tọ́ wa ní. Ẹgbọ́n òsèké má bínú ẹ̀ tó ń pè wá.
ilẹ̀ Yorùbá gbọ́ra kó lè gbọ́dà rẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run.
láṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
kan tí èmi kọ́ fẹ́ dá sí alẹ́ yìí wípé mo lè fẹ́ kó wà ní rẹ́kọ̀dù. torí ṣẹ̀wọ̀n tá a bá gba ilẹ̀ wa nísìn ó máa ní àwọn nǹkan míì tó yẹ pé tí èèyàn bá máa gbọ́ ní táìmù gbà wọ́n á ní ìwọ́n lọ tó kò jẹ́ òní kò ń ṣe irú ẹ̀ ló yẹ kó sọ irú kan báyìí ní àwọn.
Okay, let me knock that off. Any sùúrù mo fẹ́ ẹ má bínú pé mo cut in. I don't think we want that kind of society where intent sọ yẹn, so it's not gonna happen. That's not the kind of society we want. Yeah, but go ahead. But again, it's good to reference that. Go ahead.
So mo fẹ́ kó wà nínú rẹ́kọ̀dù torí nílùú tí èmi wà yìí nǹkan tí ó ń boost wọn jù tó jẹ́ wípé nínú 100% àwọn tó wà nínú ìlú yìí mo fẹ́ lè rí 99% ló jẹ́ wípé iṣẹ́ ọ̀gbìn iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ ló jẹ́ méjọ́ nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe jù 91% tó tún wá nínú ẹ̀yẹn tẹ́ bá máa wò ọmọdé ló máa jẹ́ bóyá ọkọ tó sì wà ní at the age of 10 years tí o ti ṣe pé nọ́mbà tó yẹ kó pé. So gbogbo wọn pátápátá wọ́n ṣe iṣẹ́ ọ̀gbìn ní òkúnkúndùn. Kò dẹ̀ ṣe pé bóyá wọ́n máa wá sọ pé ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ sí ìlú abúlé wa tí a fẹ́ lọ dáko tí wọ́n bá ra ilẹ̀ bóyá bí wọ́n nílẹ̀ bí 2 plots àti 3 plots nílé ní ọ̀dọ̀ wọn. Wọ́n bá fi bí half plot kọ́ ilé wọ́n á fi ìtókù wọ́n á fi farming wọ́n á dẹ̀ fi tó kù wọ́n á dẹ̀ fi ṣe ọgbà ẹran. Ọgbà ẹran tó tún wá fẹ́ ṣe yẹn wọ́n tún máa gbin ewéko lọ́wọ́ máa gbìn wọ́n máa gbin ewé yẹn tó bá ti gbin ewé yẹn tó nísìnyí wọ́n máa wẹ̀ tiẹ̀ láàárín 2 weeks 3 weeks níṣẹ́ ló máa dàbí ìgbà tó yẹ pé ewé yẹn wọ́n ti gbìn láti di ọdún kan. wọ́n bá tún wá ewé yẹn sì wọ́n wá gé ewé yẹn lulẹ̀ ewé yẹn ló máa fi fíìdì àwọn ẹranko tí wọ́n ní tí ò ṣe bọ́n ṣe ń ṣe ní ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa dá kiri orí fáàmù ní fáàmù. Nǹkan ọ̀gbìn wọ́n fẹ́ fún ẹranko wọn jẹ wọ́n máa gbé fúnra ara wọn. Ìtò bá tún wá kù wọ́n á kó lọ sọ́jà. Tó bá oníkálukú wọn ló dẹ̀ gbin nǹkan sí ẹlòmíì máa wà fámìlì kan máa wọ̀ ó lè jẹ́ pé ọsàn lásán ló gbé sí gbogbo ọgbà ẹ̀. Tó bá ti rí pé ọsàn yẹn ti ṣe pé kiri.
Harvester àmọ́ nǹkan máa ṣe táwọn fi kó lọ sí local market.
Àmọ́ yìí tó máa gbé gbogbo wọn ló dẹ̀ tún ní iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ rẹ̀ bọ̀ wọ́n mú iṣẹ́
àgbẹ̀ yẹn so even as much as pé àwọn èèyàn ń lọ ṣiṣẹ́ bí iṣẹ́ ìjọba wọ́n sì ní àwọn ibìkan tó yẹ pé nǹkan ọ̀gbìn wọ́n máa ń lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n á gbìn wọ́n á harvester wọ́n á mọ ibi tó fi bí ẹni tó máa wá rà ní bulk àbáwọn tó máa rà ní díẹ̀díẹ̀ ní different location.
ọ̀tẹ̀ máa wà jẹ́ pé ẹni tó máa rà bóyá ó ní ìdùnkàn ní kinní sí bóyá wá ní ìdí ọsàn wẹ́wẹ́ tó fẹ́ sáré lò kò ń ṣe pọ́n máa ní ẹ̀ tètè wọ́n á lọ sọ́dọ̀ yá sáàjì wọ́n á bọ́ síta wọ́n á já lórí ìkiri. Àwọn nǹkan kan wà tó yẹ pé àgbẹ̀ kan máa consume ẹ̀ fúnra wọn tí ó lè jẹ́ pé nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ máa lọ rà ní
ẹ ṣe gan nítorí time now we need to cut it down. Yeah, ẹ ṣe kíákíá ní 30 seconds.
Ilẹ̀ wa bá ti dúró tí mo ní gbàgbọ́ kó máa dúró lágbára Ọlọ́run. Ká jẹ́ kí ọ̀gbìn àwọn rural area yẹn ká jẹ́ kí àwọn farm produce wa kó jẹ́ pé ibẹ̀ láti máa gbé jù. So that àwọn ìyá tó wà ní abúlé yẹn àwọn náà ti lè ní reach of livelihood pé àwọn ìyá yẹn ó yá ìyá ó yá oko yìí ó yẹ máa bá wa bó ti tẹ máa bá wa ṣe àwọn nǹkan yìí ó yá.
Okay, it's again part of planning. I'm going to let you go because you have 5 minutes now. The timing is becoming more shorter now, so I need to drop timing and ibẹ̀. Thank you so much. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Japan mo rí pé aago 9 ti lù mo rí kọ́là wa kan láti Japan a máa jẹ́ kẹ́ pè wọlé ó kù díẹ̀. Hello kọ́là ní kíákíá. Ẹ káàárọ̀. Ìyá mi Joy Akinlolu ẹ pè mí lẹ́yìn ètò ká lè sọ̀rọ̀ lórí intention yẹn. Daddy Sam náà máa ń ṣe t-shirt ní US. I can connect you with him, and then we take it from there. Ẹgbọ́n òsókè ẹ̀ tó ń pè wá.
Ohun tí mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí ni mo máa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí mega rally àti àwọn tó ń sọ pé policy ní kákọ́ policy.
Okay.
Pé policy wo bye. Ṣẹ́rí màmí bàbá mi gbogbo èèyàn tó ń gbọ́ mi lórí ètò yìí ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tó kàn báyìí sí òun ni mega rally declaration. Wọ́n ní tí ọwọ́ èèyàn bá ìpè kú dà èèyàn kì í ṣe kí ni èèyàn kì í júwe ilé bàbá ẹ̀. Mega rally declaration nǹkan tó máa bí máa pọ̀ gan-an. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí kọ́tà máa ń sọ Mr. Koiki everybody lè ṣe kí ni ká lọ múra. Ìwọ tó bá mọ̀ pé olópọ̀lọ́ láti develop nǹkan ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa múra lẹ̀. But mega rally ẹni first thing ìwọ tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ dé fún wọn ládùúgbò ẹ̀ wọ́n lè jáde síta. Ìwọ tó bá jẹ́ pé security gbà fẹ́ dáàbò bò wọn ní rally yẹn ni. Lọ mú ṣe é sìn policy mentality yẹn policy yẹn ẹ kọ́lẹ̀ sínú ìwé.
Okay, all right. I mean, we have to. I know as much as I love your your zeal, which is very powerful. But let's prepare for everything. I think the most important thing is that the rally is now getting closer. I know a lot of you are skeptical. You've been saying that, but I can assure you that a date is coming out. Very very soon.
Everybody force it down. Everybody force it down. Effort down. Effort kó máa pumping everything máa ti boom tá a fẹ́ nìyẹn àyà policy àyà this àmì US àyà pa gbogbo yẹn story ni ti gba kí yẹn ti wọlé policy ẹ kó policy yín pamọ́ wọ́n tó bá wà lamẹ́ríkà kọ́wọ́ èèyàn jọ ládùúgbò ẹ̀ tí wọ́n lówó wọn jáde ẹ̀kọ́ tó máa fi jáde fún wọn kọ́ tó máa lè fi jáde tí wọ́n ti ta pẹ̀lú owó kì í ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ àyà policy àyà bc fine we understand it's a good idea but did we need it presently now? Tí ní federal government bá kọ ìhà burúkú sí nǹkan tá a gbé jáde yẹn wọ́n tún gbọ́dọ̀ tún ní another àti tó bá fi defend ẹ̀ pé no ẹ̀yin àwa lálẹ́ kì í ṣe pé tí policy tó kọ́ sí ìwé àbí tó lé lọ́pọ̀lọ́ ló fẹ́ defend the life àwọn èèyàn ni àbọ̀ òun ló fẹ́ tẹ̀lé wà ní àyíká mọ́ ti ṣe náà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ tí wà ní ẹ̀tọ́ lẹ́ẹ̀kan má ní ẹ̀tọ́ ọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ má yẹ kí n pé when we are talking about religion ohun tá a fèsì ní wọn Nàìjíríà àti bí wàá fèsì ẹnu nation wa ẹ mọ̀ pé nation wa tí Yorùbá tí Yorùbá tí wọ́n máa ń ṣe Ifá mùsùlùmí á lọ bẹ̀ á lọ jẹ nǹkan wọn tí wọ́n máa ń ṣe tí kírísítẹ́nì náà máa ń ṣe kírísímàsì mùsùlùmí yóò lọ bẹ̀ yóò lọ jẹ ẹran kérésì àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ni ẹ̀sìn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta lẹ máa yọnu ẹ máa dẹ́ra fi tò mọ́ra wọn lọ́rẹ́ àá fi gungun ètò lò àá fi tó ni tẹ́ bá ń sọ pé ẹ̀sìn Islam bẹ́ẹ̀ Olúwa ti ṣe ní Islam bí ẹ̀fọn yẹn ti fẹ́ máa dá wà lálẹ́ o.
Okay, I don't think the person was specific because I did ask him and he says that it's all the three religions, so he was not specific on the one religion anyway.
There is a man that talk about specific religion that is talking about Saudi Arabia about the Shijoba Hobe. Oníṣẹ́ṣe ti wà kó tó di kí Muslim dé, kí tó di kí Christian dé. A gbọ́dọ̀ kárí gbogbo wa lọ. The constitution ló máa judge. We don't need to build our country on a religion. We have to build it on the constitution. All right,
Eshegon, I'm going to let you go because after 3 minutes, you should have been able to put together almost everything you want to say. Ejen Losodo Yawa Joyce, Mumbo in Texas. 3 minutes, and I think we should be able to let the next person call through. Hello, caller. Egbon's okay, Yami.
Yes, so I can't share. And John, what I'm lórí is public service education.
Public service education.
Our policemen, Yoruba nation, we cannot afford for them to be corrupt. We just can't afford it.
Have you come out of uniform for now?
No.
Okay.
White officer, black man in America, the video recording of an innocent bystander, So Tabaderi Yoruba Nation, anybody can record anybody. See, uniform officer yẹn tí iṣẹ́ bá dá lójú tó bá mọ̀ púpọ̀ tó ń ṣe nǹkan tó dání kò ní ní problem kí 100 people record o. Because I have corruption. Anybody is available to record anybody. If you are sure of yourself, you can't stop me from recording you.
Eshegoni. Yes, Eshegoni, Yami Joyce, and thank you so much. Again, sorry, Professor Soro. Professor, I think the last caller was mixing, not mommy to put on the previous caller was Soro. Lori Esekon, Okon she analysis around it, but maybe a minimum. But hello, my professor. Tibati gbọ́ professor báyìí kò ń ṣe iṣẹ́ kékeré lẹ́ máa ń ṣe ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ yín bàbá mi ẹ̀ gbọ́n sókè sà.
Yes sir. Tẹ́lí nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ religion ẹ jẹ́ ká pa religion tì.
Okay.
Àìní ìfẹ́ pèsè kan tó kàn wọ́n ní UK Yoruba culture àti Yoruba culture ó wà richer than many countries and it is confirmed the check and balance. Kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ máa sọ nípa administration wọ́n á sọ fún yín pé Yoruba culture is still the best. Òyìnbó gan pọ́pì ẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ wa ní. Tẹ́bàtí wọ́n sọ pé ọ̀rọ̀ religion àti Christian o àti Muslim o àti oníṣẹ̀ṣe o ìkọ̀kan náà ní gbogbo wa. Lékèrè tí a bá ní nǹkan tó wà stronger tí ó jẹ́ pé ó jẹ́ kí peace wá ifá ti wà before kí Christianity àbí Islam tó wà. Wọ́n dẹ̀ accept gbogbo ẹ̀ ó jẹ́ one thing. Lè máa sọ pé nǹkan tó ń lò ní Saudi Arabia aláfẹ́ lò pé ká lọ mú feudal system ó ní. Ní nǹkan tí wọ́n lò títí kí UK gan òpin tó ti Yorùbá. So ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé kíni ẹ jẹ́ ẹni tó sọ̀rọ̀ yẹn ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ study Yorùbá culture administration gbogbo everything. A rí pé ti Yorùbá ó kiri ọ̀dà many other countries lọ kò dẹ̀ sí crisis. Ọba bá ṣe nǹkan tí ò dá ó ní nǹkan tó bá ṣe fún. Tí àwọn tí ó ń gbàgbé ọba bá ṣe nǹkan tó dá ó ní nǹkan tó bá ṣe sí. Kí ni Yorùbá kẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ go towards ọmọlúwàbí. Anything tí ó bá ti ṣe ọmọlúwàbí òkìkí Yorùbá culture ẹ ṣe kọ́ sà.
Tí professor bá sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí ní kíákíá ló máa ń ṣe kò ń pẹ́ rárá straight to the point. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí ẹ jẹ́ ìwò bí a mo lè lọ Japan. The time in Japan as we speak right now is 20 minutes past 9 a.m. Ní Toronto 20 minutes past 8 p.m. Ní New York 20 minutes past 8 p.m. Libya 20 minutes past. Ní London 20 minutes past. Ìwọ náà máa calculate ọ̀dọ̀ tiẹ̀ lọ́n. Ẹgbọ́n sókè láti Japan. Ṣé ti débi iṣẹ́ ni àbẹ̀ off lane ni?
Bàbá irọ́ mo ti délé iṣẹ́ alẹ́.
Oh night lẹ́ ń ṣe ọlọ́run àfàlàfíà sára ẹ wá sùn tẹ́ tó wá ń gbọ́ Koiki tó yẹ kẹ́ máa sùn ó yẹ gbọ́n sókè.
Mi fi í ṣeré inú train kan mo ti gbọ́ bọ̀ pé ti bá délé.
Network yóò dẹ̀ já lórí train.
Láìláì underground.
Ọ̀dà.
Deep 100 deep.
Kábíyèsí Elédùmarè àwọn ìlú nìyẹn mo ń gbádùn yín.
Bàbá mi ẹ kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun ẹ kú
Thank you so much.
Ẹ mọ nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé ṣé mọ̀ pé àwọn tó dá sí wa ń sìn àwọn ọba àwọn politician àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re kí ni a lè ṣe ká lè fi convince wọn.
Ẹ mọ̀ pé yàn kan sì send message láti ẹjẹ́ ń send tẹ́ni ẹ send láti Niger State ló ti ń wò mí nítorí ẹ̀ sọ ó ń try láti sọ pé Akérédolú is trying kí a máa knock her off and he says and I quote there it's actually sent I don't know what Akérédolú say but Yorùbá yẹn ti pọ̀ jù òṣìṣẹ́ ìjọba akẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wá aṣọ ìbílẹ̀ anyway I think Akérédolú was on Yorùbá News BBC òun wá send message yẹn this man have a good plan for Yoruba please try to arrange for meeting with him I don't know whether that is going to happen we can win more people through him because I will not lie to you we need some of our politician leaders if we want Yoruba nation and please it should be secretly don't put this on the media I've already done so but again Akérédolú we know his stand is still part of the APC but we know his stand when it comes to security and all that no mareke 47 Gabashe oni kó lọ fọwọ́ sí díẹ̀ kó get out mo ń gbọ́ yẹ́ ẹ̀gbọ́n mi láti Japan Amia Uche Italy 220.
Bàbá mi ṣe rí nǹkan tí ẹni yẹn sọ ẹ̀ òótọ́ ni jẹ́ rí pé ìgbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ Akérédolú ó declare ní Oǹdó pé kọ́ máa ka anthem Yorùbá. Òun náà dẹ̀ try but ìgbà tó ń pariwo mọ́ òkú àdọ̀lẹ̀ ẹni kan tó fi ta sí wọn ní Ọ̀wọ̀ nìyẹn àwọn church tó lọ ṣe kìíní yẹn. Wọ́n ta sí bàbá yẹn ni. Àti orú àwọn Ọọ̀ni of Ifẹ̀ àwọn ọba tó ní agbára yẹn ibùdó tó ọba tẹ̀ support wa publicly ó yẹ kó lè support wa underground
But these things, even those things can be happening. I might not even know myself. But again, let's but go ahead.
bàbá yẹn kò ṣe pàtì ló ń fẹ́yàwó ni kò ṣe.
Ọba ni wọ́n nà ẹ má máa sọ yẹn nà èmi gan bá láyè gan máa fẹ́ rẹpẹtẹ èmi yàn kan lọ́nà fẹ́ fún mi níyàwó nísìnyí lórí live show tó ní bájì ìyàwó mi ò dẹ̀ gbọdọ̀ gbé léyìí ó náà máa gbé àwọn náà àbúrò wọn kan nọ́ọ̀tù ẹ̀ fún mi wàhálà tàdé ti ń bá mi jowú lókè lọ́hùn pé òun náà ń ṣiṣẹ́ lábẹ́lẹ̀. Nígbà yẹn but tí bá ní ìdìwàlá tí bá fẹ́ lọ Scotland ní sọ wàhálà tà ló máa drive èmi kàn máa drive díẹ̀ ni ó like driving bàjẹ́. Ìyàwó kan ilé tẹ́ bàbá ìtumọ̀ wáyé ẹ jẹ́ kẹ́ máa ẹ lọ sùn láti Japan ilé ìtọ́ tó ní ìyàwó kan nìyẹn máa fẹ́ kí làwọn tàbí wá fẹ́ bí púpọ̀ kí la máa ṣe báyìí torí Ọlọ́run wàhálà wà lálẹ́ yìí ó yẹ gbóhùn sókè we are just half an hour before the end of the program ẹ gbóhùn sókè à ń gbọ́ yín. Ẹ ti wọlé kọ́là kọ́là ẹ bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ti wọlé. Hello. $1 mo tún gbọ́ báyìí torí Elédùmarè. Hello. Ọ̀dà ẹja jẹ́ kọ́ máa lọ mo ṣáà ń gbọ́ $1 yẹn tún lágbára díẹ̀ o $1 tí mo gbọ́ yìí. Hello kọ́là.
Koiki ẹ̀ka àárọ̀ màá ní pẹ̀lú ti.
Ìrọ̀lẹ́ lẹ́yìn wà lọ́dọ̀ yín lọ àwọn ti wà lóru báyìí bí láyé ṣe dùn nìyẹn kò dùn nínú Nàìjíríà ni Texas ìlú àwọn Adékúnlé ẹ̀yin ẹ láìkí bí ìbọn báyìí lọ́dọ̀ yín ẹgbẹ́ òsókè ẹ̀mí ti background tẹ̀ ń gbọ́ yẹn ẹ̀mí ti yẹn pátápátá ó ń fit padà wọnú ilé ẹ̀mí ti yẹn pátápátá.
Okay. All right. So it's better than that.
Very, very good now.
Okay, ẹ kúṣẹ́ takuntakun. Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ very quickly ni pé ẹnìkan sọ nílẹ̀ kan pé àwọn táwọn ní náírà méjì pé tá a bá gba Yorùbá nation sí kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sówó àwọn.
Yes.
Kọ́ fọkàn balẹ̀ àwọn tán ní náírà méjì ní báńkì tẹ bá dé Ghana tẹ bá dé kíní ẹ máa bá àwọn GT bank ẹ máa bá àwọn Eco bank ní gbogbo àwọn wọ̀nyí tẹ bá dé Gambia ẹ bá lára àwọn báńkì yìí ń bẹ̀ wọ́n ń ṣe Nàìjíríà. So òfin bẹ̀yẹn náà fi operate tábàgbà Yorùbá nation lẹ́yìn a lè tilẹ̀kùn First Bank a lè tilẹ̀kùn kínní and there will be opportunity for exchange pẹ̀lú náírà and owó Yorùbá nation.
Okay.
So everybody there máa ní time within which owó yẹn can be exchanged.
Okay.
So you understand the exchange rate will be properly defined.
Okay.
Láì owó wọn jáde gan ní cash everything can be exchanged within the bank.
Okay.
So account wọn dẹ̀ máa remain.
Okay.
Kí ni operational guideline òfin tó máa guide báńkì Yorùbá ó bá yàtọ̀ sí ilé tó guide ti Nàìjíríà.
Okay.
Ìgbà tó kọ́ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kò tó banks can remain tó bá wù wọ́n pè kí orúkọ báwo wọ́n lè má change ẹ̀.
Okay.
Lórí èsì tó wà yàtọ̀ ní sí First Bank of Nigeria. Wọ́n lè pè ní ṣe ti understand.
Okay.
So that's the only thing káwọn ẹni tó bá lówó kán fọkàn balẹ̀ kò sí kò tó ṣòwò wọn.
Very good.
Then secondly brother mi tó sọ nípa ẹ̀sìn.
Okay.
Òkè tá a bá sọ pé ẹ̀sìn kí ló ta sọ pé Kìrìsìtẹ́nì Islam àbí ìṣẹ̀ṣe ta fún example ni mo fi mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ́ta yẹn ṣe owó lè jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ ó lè jọ 100 o. But wọ́n tọ̀ fẹ́ tó bá lẹ́sìn òfin wo ló máa gáìdì ẹ̀. ẹjọ́ balẹ̀ sí kọ́ so that's how I agree with
I'm afloat nínú space.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni religion ló ń guide individual fún kan tó bá believe.
Okay.
But ìlú as a whole collectively constitution ló máa guide wa. Nǹkan tí constitution kan máa ṣe ni pé constitution kan máa make sure pé everybody enjoy religious freedom to the last. Check to understand. As long as your religion does not infringe on the right of others.
Okay. I love that.
That's all.
Thank you so much.
That's all.
One in Virginia, Shegoni Yamadini Kiofi, 8:22 p.m. Thank you so much on money, John. Even religion shouldn't be included in our constitution. You're still Yami Grace, number 10 is the wrong number, and Mutisan number 10 if you can keep trying that number, is not the right number to the studio. Emma Binu, Ebon Soke, gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà lórí live. Ẹni tó bá fẹ́ t-shirt ní US, that is Sam does a very good one in US, or you can buy it from UK depending on which one. But go ahead, láti Germany, Ebon Soke sir.
Are you you sure that the number I'm calling is not the right number?
It is the right number. There's no doubt in my mind about it. It's the right number. Go ahead.
Layomi Koiki, I'm so glad to talk to you again.
Okay, you're welcome, sir.
You know, so this is my second time of calling for your show.
Thank you.
If you could remember the last time that I called, most of them were in no train or join ye.
Yes.
Ọjọ́ yẹn làwọn kan náà lọ ṣe rally níwájú Ifẹ̀.
Ifẹ̀, yes, I remember. I remember.
Man is about to threaten wọn kó fún wọn ní 10 minutes, if you could remember.
Yes, I remember, yes.
Person that called you that day, right?
Yes,
so I'm so glad láti ní pé bóyá kí n pè lálẹ́ ìgò bí mo ṣe ń dé láti fi ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́yìn.
Okay,
right?
Go ahead.
I'm a bus driver here nílùú.
Wow.
Right? So bí mo ṣe mo ń follow program
here
láti bẹ̀rẹ̀. So actually I've been watching you ever from the day one when Nigeria is on the verge of breaking down. That is season 1 to the last.
I remember Nigeria at the verge of breakup. Yeah.
Breakup, yeah, exactly.
Wọ́n gbé page yẹn lọ ní page wà látà nígbà tó short èmi down Ọláyọmí Kóìkì tí mo ṣe ní Facebook ní 2007 wọ́n gbé lọ pátápátá Ọlọ́run ló ní ká ti ní Koikimedia yẹn tó wà lábẹ́ àtúntò ti wà látà wọ́n gbé ti wà látà yẹn náà lọ́wọ́ àkẹ́ wọ́n gbé lọ but we give thanks that we did not give up and we are still here 3 years down the line.
Exactly. Even there was a time you went to Croydon. Remember I came there to see my friend.
Okay.
Exactly. Croydon man ni Ọláyọmí Kóìkì wà ike mo ní well I was so glad because gbogbo parameters area yẹn náà ni mo rìn kọjá so I watch you even when you wake up in the midnight kí n wà lẹ́nu iṣẹ́.
Ìyàwó ló ní kí n máa rìn káàkiri mọ́ lálẹ́ báyìí nísìn pé kí n máa jókòó sínú ilé ó rí to restrict me sínú ilé báyìí.
Kì í like kí n tiẹ̀ miss any word of yours at all. So but by the way so me kì í fi gbogbo ara pè like I said but I'm very happy inú mi dùn láti pè lálẹ́ yìí right one particular èèyàn kan ló sọ̀rọ̀ kan one particularly about the religion or so right. So, but and you said that we should ask a tedious question, right?
Yes.
So that when you know, learn, right?
Definitely.
So that is exactly why I don't call. I watch your program, and every sensible people don't want to platform, right? So this very particular question, religion or no religion, in this very particular why, right? And I believe all over the Europe, right? Live categorically below the what is mental, right? It's Islam, right? It's Christianity, it's Abalaye, right? Very tedious question. About the school curriculum.
Yeah.
Right. Kí Ọlọ́run fọ́kọ́ fún wa ní orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá gbà. What is going to be the plan about the religion, right? In aspect kọ́kọ́ tí wọ́n fẹ́ lọ gangan nílé yìí o. I don't know how it's going to sit with the people, right? Because we're into religion. Tó jẹ́ pé kìíní yẹn really torment gbogbo ìgbésí ayé wa gan.
It's in our blood. There's no doubt about it. But go ahead. Pull it out. Am I restricted? Pull it out. I know you're trying to.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
Pull
messaging out. Pull questioning out.
I believe that àwọn ìlú yìí nǹkan tó ń prosper wọn tó dẹ̀ ń jẹ́ kán propel tí gbogbo wa fi ń jókòó sílùú yìí ni pé I've never heard about it nílùú tí mo wà yìí ó jẹ́ pé bóyá wọ́n ń kọ́ wọn ní religious study.
Okay.
Right? Wọ́n take it out finally.
Okay.
Because wọn ò fẹ́ kí anybody kó ní anything láti ṣe pẹ̀lú religion or no religion.
Okay.
Religion has to do with your home.
Okay.
Your family.
Personal.
No.
Okay.
Your personal thing.
Okay.
Okay, ṣe nǹkan tó jẹ́ pé ó máa di pé àwọn kan máa separate ara wọn ní student máa separate ara wọn children máa separate ara wọn pé Muslim làwọn eléyìí ìgbà kan làwọn eléyìí Mùsùlùmí ò gbọdọ̀ bá Kìrìsìtẹ́nì ṣe àwọn tó ń kírun àwọn náà máa rálùjọ náà wọ̀ àwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé mẹ́ta lọ́kan àwọn all this kind of a thing wọ́n rí ìjẹ́ ní bíbá.
Okay.
And what are we going to do about it? Kí la fẹ́ ṣe nípa ẹ̀? tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo religious madness yìí, right, from the generation tó bá máa happen from the
onset
installment of Yoruba nation, báwo la ṣe fẹ́ wash away so that generation coming náà wọn tún ní wà into this problem àfúrà wa sí.
Okay.
That is my question. Now, please, I want you to look at that.
All right. Thank you so much. And I love the, in as much as, these are people that have worked all the right night. Maybe we might have somebody that might help us, but I'll also answer that. Eba mute background. Etwole, mute background. Go ahead. Eba shini kia atini half an hour left. My answer question here láti Germany.
Nǹkan tí mo fẹ́ sọ ni pé religious tolerance ló máa wà nínú constitution. Kò sí pé ẹ má sìn gba ẹ má sìn àwọ̀ anybody ló bá tó bá wùn ló máa sìn. Religious tolerance a gbọ́dọ̀ tolerate religion oníkálukú ni kì í ṣe pé kán mú kúrò nínú subject àwọn ọmọ for what. Kéré tán máa mú kúrò. Ní Scotland bí àwọn ọmọ wa ń ṣe religious subjects. Wọn ò dẹ̀ dí wọn lọ́wọ́ pé kí Muslim má wá sí school wọn. So religious tolerance ni no ma fi sínú constitution. O ma tolerate Muslim ẹgbẹ́, o ma Christian ma tolerate, oníṣẹ̀ṣe ma tolerate.
And just to buttress on that, because I mean I've attended a lot of events with my children in the school, and I've seen the Islamic dress, and when we not even that, when we go there, they always distinguish pé oúnjẹ yìí wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn Muslim ò ní jẹ pork, wọ́n mọ̀ pé àwọn Jew ò ní jẹ kìnnì kan. So they cater for almost everybody needs, I think the question, I think the point my brother was raising there is in as much as in Nigeria, but I think it's a different thing entirely. They've literally used that against us rather than to help us. I might be wrong, but that's probably maybe what I'm looking at. So it's a bit concerned. We hope. I think there will be a lot of orientation. Even the judge, Todajo Jumoke Oyeleke, I'll go back and I'll repeat what he says. The coroner also recommended that the Lagos state government, if it was a Yoruba land, and in that also from federal government, the federal government doesn't have the time to, orientate a crazy police officer that has just carried a weapon and shoot, the public. But when we have a nation, private prison, and these are the reasons why we are saying that religious, I think there will be a lot of orientation, there will be a lot of tolerance, and we can still live side by side without any problem.
Only means so should be part of Muslim, part of Christian, and they don't want no they don't tolerate arawa. And so
oh yes, you are quite right. I think there's a question that is coming from the truth. It says religious rascality, extremists should not be permitted. If you type on your type maybe by anything your internet me going in so that before tomorrow British government will send somebody to come and tell me that in Bitolonwo we will have those kind of intelligence as well. We don't want anybody to be radicalized and become a threat to the Yoruba people in the future. So, yeah.
Religion grow nínú subject àwọn ọmọ irọ́ wàhálà ní ilẹ̀ tó fẹ́ dá sílẹ̀. Tẹ́ bá rí ibi tí gọ́ọ̀mẹ̀ntì fún àwọn gúrú tó máa ń wé orí yẹn. Tẹ́ bá rí ibi tí wọ́n fún wọn ní Scotland níbí tó tóbi gan tó fi ṣe ilé worship center wọn tóbi gan níbí báyìí.
Àwọn Buddhist.
Yes.
Wọ́n ní kan náà ní Wembley lórí.
Àwọn náà ra gbogbo ilé side ibẹ̀ yẹn. Tẹ́ bá rí ibi tó fún wọn tó fi ṣe gúrú. In fact, very beautiful kìíní. Ṣé ló dàbí mosque Mecca báyìí? Náà fi ṣe àwọn gúrú yẹn. Tọ́dẹ̀ ń gbilẹ̀ wọn ò dẹ̀ touch anybody ò touch wọn. In fact, mo ti lọ dúró síbẹ̀ ní kíkan tí ẹ wo. Wọ́n ṣe ń worship mo dúró sẹ́nu ọ̀nà. Kò sẹ́ni tó sọ pé kí ló wà bẹ̀. So why tẹ máa sọ pé ẹyọ kíní kan gúrú ẹyọ kíní kan gúrú. Wọ́n náà lè fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ yẹn náà.
Okay. Again, we want those tedious questions to come out as we are now also preparing for the Super. Actually, because of the time, I'm going to let you go, my beautiful mother. Mommy, don't wait. Then you're calling the wrong number in as much as I want you to call. I ain't take me now. I might tell me to Wale. Oh yeah, 30 seconds. I take me now. Okay, all right. I'm not going to allow you that. I'm not worried. You talk about the religion. Let's focus on another area. As much as I know, you're calling the wrong number. Mommy me Grace in the US. I can't pick that number. It might affect Instagram. I've sent you the studio number, but you're still not getting the message. Sorry, my last brother, I had to cut you out because I don't want us to talk about, that really. I know I've asked us to say so many things. I think we've already been able to analyze that. Let's now come back for the remaining half an hour as we are preparing for the massive thing that is coming up. What preparation are you doing for your people back home is the question you need to ask yourself. Number one, anytime they need the flag in Libya, t-shirt in Libya, contact Ajani Ajala in Libya. I'm sure, because I saw people that came out for the rally in Libya, and Wumolo Washo, I'm sure you can get that done. With the flag, I even saw some, I don't know how they made their own, but people were able to do flags as well. So let me go and take my brother, and let's hear what he wants to say. Hello, caller, my brother.
Okay, brother me.
Those okay.
Well, mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo àwọn èèyàn mi pẹ̀lú gbogbo ohun tó ti sẹ́wọ̀n. So kan tẹ́mi kàn fẹ́ sọ ni pé for now, ẹ jẹ́ ká focus lórí super mega rally wa. Nígbà tí a bá focus lè yẹn lè ká prepare fún one thing at a time. Then lẹ́yìn, nígbà tí a bá gba freedom yẹn tán, gbogbo nǹkan ti wà in place, ó ti láwọn tó ti ń ṣètò. Àwọn tá a lábẹ́ gborílẹ̀-èdè, ó ti dọ́dọ̀ àwọn èèyàn ti ṣe, àwọn tó wà lábẹ́ tó ti take care, wọ́n ti ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ ká ṣe. Ẹ jẹ́ ká focus lé super mega rally. Ká encourage àwọn èèyàn abẹ́yẹn máa bọ́ta torí ìbẹ̀rù pọ̀ láàrin àwọn èèyàn wa. Màmá wo ní tìrídẹ̀ ń bẹ̀bẹ̀ wípé nǹkan tó ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ fún ni ká ní ìgboyà, ìyẹn wá ní ká iṣẹ́ lé lórí. Díẹ̀ after gbogbo àwọn ìtàwí wọn á follow.
Thank you so much. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Mo kí gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní Togo ní Benin Republic. Ìyàn kan tó wà ní Afghanistan. What about in Afghanistan? Afghanistan. Thank you so much. So far, we're just about 20 minutes away. And we're trying to manage the time as well. Let me, take more calls that have come through quickly, and then I will start doing my closing remark. And if you have not been able to get through, trust me, you will get through some other time as well. Sometimes, program. We have a next caller. Let's get from him. Hello, caller. Hello. Okay. It looks like that is not connecting. Okay. I think the person is coming back on again. Let's go and see. Hello. I'm going. Mute background here. There's the feed coming back.
Báwo ni o?
Adúpẹ́. Mourinho Yami Grace Olúṣọ̀tọ̀ Mọ́kẹ́wọ̀ NGR1. Ẹ káàbọ̀ à ń gbọ́ yín, ẹ gbọ́ ẹ̀.
Sórí gẹ́gẹ́ bí àwọn èèyàn ti sọ, wọ́n ní èèyàn kì í kọ́lé láì ralẹ̀. Bàtí èèyàn bá rẹlẹ̀ tán ló máa sọ pé ó kéwì plan báyìí mo fẹ́ kó sórí ilé. Kíkọ́ àṣeyìn ṣé mega rally wa àti declaration yẹn ni kẹ̀jẹ́ ká focus lé lórí. Àwọn aráalé àwọn kan wà ní tèmi ti ń pè tí mo ní sọ pé òkè kíní kan oúnjẹ mo ní ẹ máa wọ̀ rẹ̀ ẹ̀yìn àdúgbò báyìí tí mo mọ̀ máa fi báyìí ránṣẹ́ sí ṣáà láti ẹ̀rà kankan on my own nìyẹn. But another thing mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ni pé o ní what's it called flag àti àwọn flag ńlá medium àti kọ̀ọ̀kan wà ní America bíi.
No, the flag I can send to you from here. The T-shirt you can get from that is Sam in US, or you can get from the team here that are selling them in UK. But that is Sam does it as well in US. The best message to me, I can send that is Sam number in US. Ahmed, my brother, the Hausa guy, you are calling the wrong number. The studio number is not the one you are calling. I know you used to call that before, but I'm going to send the studio number to you. Yeah, go ahead, Mungboy.
I send message here so that my name or flag when you're in the medium of them.
Well, I mean, they're different, two different sizes and the big ones. We only have 24. They're 20 pounds. That's the one that you only wrap, Sarah. These ones are 5 pounds, which are I hope you're watching me anyway. I'm not sure whether you can see me. Yes. Okay, so these are the 5 pounds. But if you're doing it for those at home, it costs you only 40p. But you have to do minimum of at least 100. And you can give it to anybody. I don't care. Because at the end of the day, you are doing it for that. And this one is the next one, which is the medium. And this one is 10 pounds, which is about $13 or somewhere around there. So that one is the next one. So this big one, those are 20 pounds. I only have 24 of that, not a lot of that. but that's how it is. And then you can tell me how many I can, I've sent, I think the biggest packet I sent is America lane, it cost me £17, but normally it's about £6 depending on the numbers of stuff that you're buying.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a message to me, my quick message. All right then. All right, thank you so much. Once again, Ahmed, you're calling the wrong, I know you want to call into the program, but you're actually calling, the wrong number. It's not the studio number. As we are saying all the time, kan béèrè pé ṣé mo mọ̀ pé àwọn ọlọ́run Chinese now have a police station in Ukraine now. I'm aware of that. Ṣé ẹ get number yẹn látẹ̀kọ́ ni? Ẹ mute background. Ẹ mute ìtẹ̀ ń gbọ́n nílé. Ọ̀rẹ́ mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Wàá láyọ̀ kújọ́ mẹ́ta o, ibi mi láti fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
Gbogbo ìtẹ̀ máa ń jẹ́ kí ìyàwó mi máa jẹ́ náà sí ilé yìí o.
Ẹ jọ nítorí pé mo ti ẹ̀ torí ẹ̀gbẹ́ nìyẹn o. Má jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ gbó sí ẹ lágbo, má jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ gbó sí ẹ lágbo pé wọ́n máa fẹ́ fẹ́ níyàwó kan. Ọkọ wà láwọn lọ fẹ́ wọn. Wọ́n tún fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ nìyẹn o. Má jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ wà lákùn.
Wàhálà tàtẹ̀tì náà ò lè gbà yẹn náà. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ló kàn náà ò ní gbà ni. Bọ̀ wàhálà tà náà ò lè gbà yẹn.
Èmi kan mi gbà yẹn.
Èmi gbà yẹn.
Mi gbà yẹn.
Ọ̀dà mò ń gbọ́ yín ya mi. Ẹ má lọ.
Kọlọ máa lè kó lọ́wọ́ fẹ́ ló fẹ́ láàbù rẹ̀. Olùfẹ́ olùfẹ́ máa dàwọ̀ ẹ̀tì sẹ́tù ẹ̀dì dàrú o. Nǹkan tí mo tún rí ẹ̀gbẹ́ gangan nìyẹn kọ́kọ́ wà láwọn lọ.
Ọ̀dà so n tẹ fi ń pè mí látẹ̀kọ́ nìyẹn tẹ́ ń.
Fẹ́ ló mú ẹ̀dá bu rẹ̀ lọ́kọ̀ọ́kọ́.
Ọ̀dà ẹ ṣe gan ìyá mi.
Mi fẹ́ pè é tẹ́lẹ̀.
Ètò ìpè mí tẹ́lẹ̀.
Sórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìkẹta. Adéró ẹ̀sìn tí wọ́n sọ yẹn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni ma.
Ẹ jọ tó lọ kóníkàlùkù ṣe ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀ o. Kóníkàlùkù ṣe ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀ o bá ṣe.
Ahmed is the wrong number. I've sent you the studio number. Yeah. Ọ̀dà. Ọ̀dà ẹ ṣe gan ìyá mi. Olúkàlùkù ṣe ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀. Ahmed mo ti send number send now. You are still calling the wrong number. Check your WhatsApp now, Ahmed. Ọ̀dà ìyá mi ẹ ṣe gan ni ìyá yìí ti bínú tán. Let's go straight to the next caller. Oyagbozuke Ahmed.
Mr. Quick.
I only have 15 more minutes before the end of my program. Even all of it. Yeah, go ahead, Ahmed. Ọjọ́ mẹ́ta. Ọjọ́ kan pẹ̀lú.
Ṣé everything lọ dédé?
Wow. Àjẹkó sún wa àdẹ̀jẹkó rẹwà.
Ọlọ́run kò ní sún wa kò ní rẹwà.
Ṣèdùmarè.
Nǹkan tá a bá dáwọ́ lé báyìí ó máa yọ sí i.
Agbára Ọlọ́run.
Àwọn wíìrì tó sì ń dá láti dè wá mọ́lẹ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run. Wọ́n ní níbi gbígbà.
Àmín. Àárín wọn máa dàrú ni. Táwa máa fi rọ́nà lọ. Agbára Ọlọ́run.
The only thing I have to say is we should remain strong.
Yeah.
And we should just remain on our plans. Everybody should be positive because all their charades don't cook garlic. Because we've already seen it. Nothing good is coming out of their election. But it's left to us that are trying to get out from this contraction to make sure that we are already intact. I can do the time to my boss. Everybody come out, find the way ahead. Because as it goes to do. But those that don't believe that it will happen, that will sit down and keep mocking. And it continue, it's a free world. But we know ourselves, our moral. We that are genuine in your heart, in your mind, you know you are genuine. And your genuinity will always give you something good to depend on. Which that is what we are waiting on, and it will surely happen.
Amen.
I know I've not been here for a while.
Yeah, no, I thought as much, that you probably have been busy, I know other things works in America and all over the world, sometimes you get busy, family and all that. But thank you so much, Ahmed. Yeah. Just save this one. This one is the one that I normally pick during the studio, but the other one is still working as you have it as well. Thank you so much.
All right.
Ahmed he speaks Hausa fluently. If you still want to support us for our super rally, we are raising £20,000 on our platform. We've done the first bit of what we want to send out, in terms of so far we have about 30 coordinator to do allow me. OTD 36. And each one of those that have been rich with what we want to give them, but the more we have, the more we will do. They will still get more stuff. I also hope that as the rally is getting closer, which the date will be announced, more people are concerned about the security. How can I get it in Gambia? A big question. The problem is we cannot ship anything to African countries. I've tested it. And I'm not going to tell you which of the African countries. It's not really, most of the African countries is a problem. So in terms of sending anything to African countries, it's zero. I won't do that. I've tested 2 different countries, and after 2 months, the stuff never got there, or probably maybe it was destroyed. I don't know. So we are not even wasting our energy on that. Yoruba, you have enjoyed it. Don't marry another one. No. Anyway, people are concerned about the security of the rally. But I am saying that it does not matter how concerned we are, and I'm being honest here. Even the worst they can do, the worst that they can do, I'm talking about the federal government, right, will make Nigeria go down faster. It can have a big impact on us, on our people back home. The studio number is +44 74 04 405 917. So I don't want us to be concerned, the security of the rally, how do we cannot say we will be able to secure everybody. And if we are saying that, we're all lying. But one thing is, if the federal government goes and do otherwise, it has just made Nigeria go faster down. And that would then make us to remind them when everything still comes back and say we should all go our separate ways. The future between us and the North. I have said this before. Those in the Northerners, we can deal with those that are Yorubas. They are the least people that can threaten us. I've looked at all that, but Okorocha, Okorocha no lele, but the one governor, I don't know where convoy to Matele. They are just human beings, and they know that. Our politicians are not able to hold us back. But the Northerners try any nonsense with us. And I use the word the Northerners that are controlling the military or the security resources of Nigeria, because the North no control. So that means I'm directing the message directly to the North. Should the North start or do anything otherwise that will lead to us having this pain in our heart, either seeing people being killed in multiples. I'm just giving you the picture of the worst case scenario now. Nigeria will still go down. But the North will suffer that consequence for a very long time. And I want us to have that at the back of our mind. Matutu Solen can say, should they not use their mighty power from what people think and unleash havoc in our territory, they will remember this message for a very long time. And I hope those that are the Northerners can pass the message to those concerned. While I was eating my lunch, I was watching quite a lot of different military formation, how they were moving logistics in Germany, in every part of the world, a couple of different videos. I received dozens of messages. If I haven't come through, just be patient. And one thing was coming to my mind. I say, ṣé dandan la láti wà nínú Nàìjíríà ni? Kò ṣe dandan. Wọ́n sọ fún wife mi pé ìlú àwọn, there was Germany, there was American soldiers, full training and all that they were doing. And I was saying, if truly Nigeria was a great country, tó yẹ kí wọ́n jí ọmọ Nàìjíríà gbé nínú Nàìjíríà kí ká má dẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹni yẹn. Mélòó ni àwọn terrorists yẹn tá a lè lọ flush wọn mọ́bi tó wà? It shows that the country Nigeria is compromised. So just to finish it up, because I only have 9 minutes to end this program, so everybody's going to bed together. Tell those that are running the security architect of Nigeria, we are coming out. Not in our thousands, in our millions. And we do not expect one person to be killed. Not even one person is expected to be killed. We have told our people that they have the rights. And those rights are out there that we have talked about. And if you're not too sure, go on the website koikimedia.com, Yoruba document files. You will find those right there. It is not by force to put us and say we should be part of Nigeria. We will not tolerate and allow that. Nigeria is really now at the verge of breakup. And whether you like it or not, 2 more calls. I'm only going to share with them a minute and a half if they can manage it. If I'm right, oh yeah, one minute because I need láti lọ. Ẹlòmíì ti pè.
Orí security yẹn náà ni mo fẹ́ sọ. Mo fẹ́ sọ pé ní ìgbáradì yẹn bóyá a lè ní center kan bóyá èèyàn kan kọsẹ̀ bíi first aid.
There's a lot. There'll be a lot of that across. It's not going to be one place that this rally is going to be held. That's why we are saying to those outside, ẹ̀yin ni kẹ́ bá wọn yẹn sọ̀rọ̀, ẹni kọ́ lọ ra, whatever they can use. Even tíyàn bá ń ṣe rally gan sef, tíyàn bá ń jáde gan yẹn lè ṣe ṣe. So I think everybody should know that we will do different sport of that. So it's a problem. It will all happen. Yeah.
Me, our volunteers, doctors, volunteers, nurses, volunteer health professionals. Wọ́n dúró síbẹ̀, wọ́n gbé gbogbo èmi ni plaster, èmi ni èèyàn kan fẹsẹ̀ kọ, èèyàn kan ṣiṣẹ́. Wọ́n ti sọ fún wọn center báyìí sáré rush lọ síbí báyìí. Wọ́n treat anybody. Èèyàn kan need the home fainting, all those things.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. All right. Yeah, I mean, these are part of what I've been discussing with the people back home, telling them to buy, the basic things, when people can fall ill and all that. Thank you so much, Yamadeniki, for the super chat. As we're just 7 minutes away, 1 minute, Lenny, Latifi, manage your rotation. So go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to look at the person of the 5 million petition. 15 million mega rally na fẹ́ ṣe 15 million mega rally. And then nǹkan tó fi máa ń dẹ̀rù bá àwọn èèyàn tẹ́lẹ̀ wọn ìdíkà àwọn èèyàn máa ráìtì wọn pé tó bá ṣe léyìí máa máa dẹ́rù bá wọn apáyé o tó bá ṣe léyìí ẹ̀rù tó ń dàbà àwọn èèyàn fi ń wò pa àwọn òní ráìtì. So ráìtì yẹn lábọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ kó máa yí àwọn tó wà ní pé ráìtì yín ni so everybody jáde 15 million mega rally na fẹ́.
Ẹ ṣé gan ni. Thank you so much. I'm going to let him go. And I think, if I'm right, that is about it tonight. Orúkọ mi ni Ọláyọmí Koiki. I want to check something tonight before we go, just for the record purpose. I know how much I have in my account in Naira prior to the broadcast. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lórí Ọláyọmí Koiki, I might come out quickly just to give us an idea how much we raise for Iya Jagun so that we can send that money to her first thing in the morning, apart from the pound sterling. I think I've got a 30 PayPal, £100. Somebody promised £40. I have to check if that money is there. So Olayomi Koiki, switch to Koikimedia on Instagram just to complete the conversation. You're not going to miss anything. Ekolosori Koikimedia, and then you can complete it as we end the broadcast. Thank you so much, everyone, so far tonight. We are just here giving you the right, just as my last caller says. Right in la motele, tofinko alomi obeje. And I'm happy that àwọn ọmọ wa tó jáde kò ń ṣe pé àwọn tó lọ ní ọjà dọ̀ntarí tí wọ́n dúró tán tí wọ́n sọ pé tó bá yin pẹ́ táwọn bá gbọ́ pẹ́ ní bíbá. I don't think such would have happened before. Some years back, it would have been a very tough one. And yes, I guess so far, out of those that have promised us Naira, I can only confirm that I've received 2. Because the last transaction, so 2 payment has come through, 20,000 and 10,000. So that means we only received 30,000. In as much as what I wrote here, I don't know, but what I've got here is I got 2010, I got another 2020, 20, I got another 2010. So but as far as tonight, we've only received, that is Sam, yes, I saw your 20,000, and there's another person 10,000. I know you paid, but just for record purpose. And then this one will be moved in the morning. Let's go and look at my UK account so that I have an idea whether I know the 100 has been paid. Yes, that is confirmed. I have it right there. That £100 was paid by one of our listeners. There was another £30 that was paid, and I guess that is about it. So we've received £130 for Iyajagun plus 30,000 naira. I can only say thank you so much to each and every one of you tonight. I hope we've learned 1 or 2 things, but one thing Moveka man learn all the time is our right to self-determination under Article 3. And I'm going to read that quickly before we go in 3 minutes. So that we have the right to self-determination and we're coming out in full force. So under this Declaration on the Granting of Independence to Colonial Countries, this was put out in 1960. It is a resolution. Resolution is a resolution that was put together even before I was born, because they know that ìjọ kan máa wà tá máa dìde àwa tí wọ́n dá problem sílẹ̀ ní gbogbo àgbáyé. So this document can be found on our website. Don't ask me to send it. Ẹ bá lọ sórí Koikimedia is there. Ẹ lọ copy ẹ, ẹ mú dání sọ́wọ́. A máa jáde tó bá láṣọ Yorùbá nation ọba ní flag ìyàn ni kò máa jáde. We need millions of us to be out on the street and demanding one thing: reclaiming back our right to self-determination. December 14, the resolution in Jade. I don't have to read everything, but I'm just going to go straight to number 2. Number 2 and number 4, Nimaka. And I have the reason why I want to read number 4. We are only 2 minutes before we check out. Number 2 says, and I quote, all people, Bubawa Yoruba, Atentowa Nita, Atentowa Nino Nigeria presently, have the right to self-determination. By the virtue of that right, they are freely determine interface their political status, not the one that they are doing in that messed up location 9 called Nigeria. We're talking about our own independent sovereign nation, independent, where an imagine Nigeria more, Amaje, Yoruba nation, Yoruba republic, whatever we want to call it, freely pursue the economy, culture, economic, social, and cultural development. Nonsense. Like I say, if anybody, I don't care whoever they are, is saying on this, that person must probably be an illiterate. And I'm sorry to use that word, because the world is so beautiful. Baba pa internet Nigeria. Number 4 says, and I quote, all armed action or repressive measures of all kinds by the Nigerian government, the military, the DSS, the soldiers, whatever you want to call them, directed against descendant people shall cease in order to enable them to exercise peacefully and freely their right to complete independence and the integrity of their nationality territory shall be respected. That is how far we can go tonight. At exactly 2 o'clock in the morning, I say a very good morning. Thank you so much. Ẹ bá jẹ́ pé super chat lẹ fẹ́ super rally lẹ fẹ́ support wa fún tó bá jẹ́ pé fẹ́ send it by Zelle ẹ jẹ́ kí n mọ̀. Specify super rally and I'm sure it will be good. Well, the central account, support it. The Omonera account, support it. I won't say more than that. But most important thing is, our focus is our heart. Don't let anybody allow you to think Yoruba Nation is all a social media thing. O máa jí láàárọ̀ ọjọ́ kan, bàbá rẹ̀ nínú Yoruba Nation. Bóde ṣe máa rí nìyẹn. Oran Yola máa sùn. And as I play my last anthem, I say a very good morning to each and every one of us. And wherever you're watching, enjoy the rest of the day. We'll be back again tomorrow, as usual, with more education and preparing ourselves for the most interesting part of the Yoruba Nation, the Super Rally that will be announced very, very soon. And really, very low. Bye for now. Forílẹ̀-èdè Kagbéga 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 ìgbàgbọ́ bàtí bẹ̀rù ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká ṣiṣẹ́ ìṣọ̀kan ní kẹjẹ́ tẹ̀síwájú fọ̀pọ̀ ire àtúntòdá ọmọ Odùduwà bọ́ sí ipò ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Ògo adúláwọ̀. Oran Yola máa sùn. Bye for now.